All right, guys, on this wintry day, actually, right now we are under what do you call it? Winter situation here. It's pretty. Oh God, hold on. It's pretty cold. It's pretty icy out here. So, I want to go ahead and start talking about this recap. Before I even actually get into the recap, I wanted to really quick say something, and this is something that I didn't think I had to say. But it is what it is. I say it probably on every show that I talk about, or just the different junkets that I'm involved in. I always have to say this. And surprisingly, for this season of Ready to Love, I've kind of kept it. I've been on a low profile when it comes to this show, not really being, as much as I usually are as far as involved with Ready to Love. And I have my reasons why, just because I have other shows that I do, other things going on. And so that's why I just, but what I will say is this: when I do commentary about these different shows, it's not personal to me. I literally talk about what's in public. I talk about what is, if it's sent to me or not, or whatever. I just talk about literally everything. If you don't vocalize anything to me, then it is what it is. I'm not gonna be like trying to search through the woods and the jungle to find out what you're talking about. I'm not gonna do that. So I just report, again, anything that's public or thing that's told to me, whether it be behind the scenes or on my channel. That's just what it is. So I just wanted to say that because I don't think people understand that when you have journalists and bloggers or just podcasts or just people who just talk about, or fans, whatever that might look like. Um, for me, in the beginning of my YouTube career, was I struggled to separate it because I was in the beginning of my career and I got close to a lot of cast members. Now I know how to do that. I really do. Okay. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So, with that being said, let me also say when it comes to fans or cast, they get mad, they unfollow, they don't want to talk, whatever, that's fine. That after all these years, people don't understand. I've been doing this since I don't know how many years, that nothing bothers me like at all. Okay. All right. So the finale, and I know Chad was supposed to be here, but y'all know Chad's got wifey and the baby, and with the winter storm that we're having in Dallas, it might be some internet issues because I was scared I wasn't gonna be able to get on today. If you can hear it, it's literally sleeting right now. Okay, like and I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna be able to go to work tomorrow or not, depending on how the highways look. My mom's saying no. Okay, so the finale, um, everyone getting together for food, and you guys know how I feel about Ready to Love and food. I mean, you know what? It's a process. I do think it is a process in the beginning. Now, I'm not gonna say they starved the people. I'm not gonna say that. I don't believe that they starved them. But one of the biggest things I used to hear about often was, oh, Chaz is here. Hold on, my bad. Let me get my headphones on. Hold on, brother. Let me get my headphones on so I can hear you. Wait, is my hold on, I think my headset is turned on. Okay. What's going on, sir? Can you hear me? Chaz, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay,
Sorry.
okay, okay. I was like, I had told him, I said, we're having this winter. I got quiet so they could hear. It's literally still sleeting outside. It's pretty bad out here in Texas. I'm not sure what's happening. But anyway,
I- I'm loving it. Are you loving it?
well, I'm not sure if I'm going to work tomorrow. So I was just telling them that I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it because it's just really bad. But I
I
also,
wouldn't risk it.
well, that's what my mom told me. Just don't even, because people were stuck on the highway. If the exit, I have to exit. So I'm just not going to worry about it.
Yeah,
But
it's not that serious.
when I, no, it's not. When I came on here, I gave a quick little disclaimer, which I know you've heard me say it more than once. Even when you were on your season, I said that people are not going to be always happy with what I post and the things that I say, or if people on my panel, they're not going to always be happy with it. Which you've seen that many times. And for me, it's like I want people to understand, especially if it's your first time being on a reality show. Everybody's going to have their opinions. People are going to say what they want to say. You got to roll with it or respond. However you deal with it, that's up to that person. I would never tell somebody how to respond. You know what I'm saying? But I want people to also understand that for me, if I post things that's normally public, or someone told it to me behind the scenes, or y'all having the what? Y'all having the worse than I'm confused on that one. Oh, I like that outfit, that shirt. So yeah,
Oh, thanks.
I was just pretty much, letting everybody know that, come on, yeah, just give me give me the grace and understand that in my younger days, baby, I've been dragging everybody and I've been dissecting I don't do all that anymore. I just talk about the show, I recap it. If there's some tea, I may talk about it. But because of my junkets that I do outside of this show, I do not want it to be just like, rah, rah, rah every time. That's why I don't do all that. So that's why I gave a disclaimer saying, you don't like it, unfollow me, don't listen to me. I understand 100%. So anyway,
Was somebody upset?
not upset. They just didn't agree with my post. The one I sent you earlier
Okay.
on Instagram. Okay. So I want you to, and I said, this is what I said in the beginning. I'm talking about this. Now, RTL finale, everyone's getting together, and I would be on camera normally, but I retwisted my hair and they got clips in my hair. I look a mess. I'm not even gonna do all that. So the finale, they were all getting together for food. And what I said was I put food in caps on my notes because in the earlier Ready to Love days, and again, I said I don't think they starved them or whatever, but I will say that a lot of cast members in the past, before Dallas even, they would tell me, and I won't say the names, they said that, there wasn't a lot of food, but a lot of liquor. Now, with that being said, the past few seasons, they've been coming together with the food, cooking, and all kind of things, even in this situation. So I'm like, that's cute to me. So they had they had the last meal or whatever. So ladies family and everything else was going on today. Vince questioned Darius, and I feel like, and I'd love to hear your opinion, I feel like Vince walked into that with Darius. His response, Darius was trying to be a gentleman, and even though I could tell he was a bit irritated, I'm gonna tell him this when I talk to him again. I could tell you had it in your voice, but you still was kind of like, I'll do it on the chill. And Vince, I felt, was poking the bear, in my opinion. What is your thoughts about that?
I thought it was unnecessary for him to like want Darius to go like to question Darius'
Mhm.
answer. That's his answer. His answer is his answer.
Mhm.
And I feel like Vince really should have just stayed in his lane. But was it Ashante that gave us the background on that? So basically, Vince has
No, no, no,
been
no, no, no. Wait. No, she didn't give us
somebody, one of it was either Ashley or Ashante, right? Because they didn't tell us initially why they were going back and forth. But and then she said at the end of that
Oh,
brunch,
right,
he
right,
was
right.
protecting my honor. And that's just how editing can really mess up a conflict, right? Because the conflict wasn't necessarily around Vince questioning Darius that
Mhm.
led to it, but the root of it was, I think, was it Ashante that said he was Darius was protecting my honor,
No,
or
no,
was that a
no, that was okay. So what happened was I know that because I saw a clip even where Ashley was saying I would rather not be called. It was a clip on nephew Tommy's Instagram. What she say? I'd rather be called a foodie, not a booty call. Oh, a foodie call, not a booty call. Where like you calling somebody to eat, and I'm guessing this is what I don't know if Darius had the clip I saw. I don't know if they were saying that Darius had said that. But the other thing was, remember how we heard that Ashley was upset and she was, crying to Vince. That was the previous episode. And
yeah?
so Vince is just like, I'm being an ear. But this is my thing about all this, right? Okay, so and I've obviously never been on the show and you have. So I'm pretty sure relationships form even though you're not dating a person. Maybe it's a friendship, and that I get it. I have no issue with that. But it's giving messy with Vince. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for a grown ass man. It's giving messy. I know it might seem like I'm coming to Vince because I've said some things about his height, whatever, but I'm just being transparent. It's giving messy. This is the second time you were involved in talking to the women like you were one of the women. I'm sorry. Whoever gets offended, it is what the fuck it is. I
But you know
think
that
that's odd.
happens. We all know, we all want to find out what happened in the ladies' lounge after the ladies' lounge. Who was sent home? So everyone's talking to everybody.
Okay, and I, I
So
I I agree with that. I obviously nothing stays. I've told you this for years, and you said it too. Nothing stays in the lounge. But this is,
mm-mm.
and I know editing also on this, well, all reality TV can be trash. So I'm just saying, with this just happening the day before, or sorry, the episode before, why? I'm just saying, and to me, Vince, come on now. I don't care how tall you are, sir. You cannot take that fur on. So please, I'm sorry. I just don't. I would not be starting with somebody who's like taller and bigger than me. I'm so sorry for whoever gets offended.
That
Send in
don't
the clip.
matter.
Shit. Did
That
you?
don't matter. I swear that don't matter.
Now
I
I
think
can say it for me because I know how to fight. But I'm just saying, 'cause I'm really
look,
small
when
now.
you fight, there's no rules. So like size don't matter.
Well, no, what I'm saying with that fight, I'm not even saying that Vince was like loud talking Darius or anything like that, but just because you're talking in a low volume, you could still be spitting out some stuff that could, antagonize some person or get
Yeah.
them pissed off. You know what I'm saying? I feel
It
like
was
Vince,
passive aggressive.
yeah, there we go. I could not find the terminology. Yes, that's exactly what that was. And I hate that Darius got so like loud and everything, and because I mean, we all get upset or whatever. But and I kind of feel like that Darius was already pissed off at Vince because of the lounge and how he said what he said. And if you're pissed off already, you're not gonna come in a light tone. It's gonna be da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
really wish they would have talked about that maybe outside the camera, not necessarily on camera. But hey, for all I know, production said, hey. Don't talk about this right now quietly. Let's do it on camera so we can get some drama on. Just we really had no drama this
That
whole season.
happens. That absolutely happens. Production will tell you to save that tough, argumentative conversation for the cameras.
And I only know about that because of not just because Red's love every reality cast, and I won't say all their names, a lot of them. They've told me, Kamisha, they told me on the side, da 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 da, or whatever happened, whether it be a competition or a love show. So I agree. Okay, so when he said to Vince to shut the, I was like, oh my god, bro. I was what? I rewound it because Darius always talks in this, yo baby, yo, this, just kind of, I want to talk to you, baby. Kind of, I'm not a man, so I can't do it, but you know what I'm saying. And so when he got loud like that, I was like, ooh. So did you, in your opinion, was Darius wrong or was Vince wrong? Or okay.
So like they didn't really show the guys getting into it on our season, but we all of us had a moment where we were about to like go to blows. So they just didn't show ours. But no, I thought it was like it happens. I've seen it happen. It happened with me. And when those two got into it, I was like, okay,
Right.
they keeping it real.
Right.
I thought it was fine. I didn't see anything wrong with their interactions, their answers. I think Vince was being antagonistic. He was being passive aggressive. He really should have minded his business. But hey, it was good for TV.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so now I did write it down. So yeah, the booty call, what it was, and Vince says it should be a safe space. And Darius, Darius' whole thing was, I'm just trying to. He kept saying, Bello, what you got? What you got? He was trying so hard to defer to.
He was trying to dismiss Vince, and Vince was like, "You're not going to dismiss me. I'm still speaking."
He was.
So like,
He was.
they both they stood on business, both of them.
They did. And I'm, if I was in Vince's position, I probably would have, and I understood what Vince was saying too about the safe space. With certain terminology, if a woman is coming to somebody, like if I come to you and say, hey, I don't feel comfortable with this, whatever, I don't mind Vince being that safe space for Ashley. I think that if she feels comfortable with him to say whatever that is, I don't see anything's wrong with that. But I'm just tired of hearing what stays in the lounge. Please. I really wish they would stop saying that. This never ever happens. Please stop it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Bellows. Wait, hold on. Because he did repeat it. He said you repeated it 5 times. Darius said 3 women came to. Wait a minute. Intimidated Ashley. Wait a minute. What? Okay, I don't know what that means. I have to go back and find out what that means. I don't know. He said he felt like, he said 3 women came to him about all of this. And he said, he said he was intimidating Ash. I mean, Vince was fishing, like Darius stood up. Excuse me. And I was like, don't do all that stuff. I really don't like that, to be honest. And I understand what you're saying. I'm not a man, and I have a really bad temper. So I'm saying this lightly, but I don't know. I just hated that it happened, I guess, because the whole season really hasn't been a whole lot of that, like I said.
But it really was. Do you really feel it was that bad? I don't feel like it was that bad. It was.
No. I'm not going to say that bad. I just kind of hated to see Darius come out of his character, because you saw Vince was chill the entire time. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes
I don't think we know his character.
Who?
Darius.
Well, no, I'm sorry. let me rephrase that. The character we've seen on TV. Maybe I should say it that way. The what we've seen so far. And of course, you watch TV. We're not going to always see. But to be honest, the TV can only hide so much.
Mm-hmm.
Chaz, I'm just being honest. Okay. Um.
Well, okay.
Go
Well,
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
also it's the editing, right? So if they want to
True.
just show him, relating with women
Mhm.
and show like those conversations between him and the ladies, that's different. But obviously there is an issue with his communication because Ashante was like, no, did he bring it up with Ashante or Ashley? I'm getting them confused right now.
Ashley is the one that was his number one, remember,
Hmm.
until he decided they had gotten to like a little argument or whatever there was a little
Communication.
the argument was horrible, but the argument that they had, he went over to Ashanti. That's remember how you were saying that was a red flag for you because you was like, why is it that you
Yeah.
are leaving the one you was
Okay.
with
Yeah.
the whole entire time to
So
go get
there's an
somebody
issue with
else?
his communication.
Okay.
The lady, it came up with when they met the family with the ladies,
Okay.
and it came up with Vince. So I think this is showing us if we put it all together,
Okay.
he has an issue with his communication.
Well, I didn't like the comment that he made to Ashley about the 40-year-old. To me, I remember I told you, I said that did not make any, and I know how editing is, but still, this happened outside of the cameras. And so he admitted that he said it. And I remember watching it saying, I did not understand the correlation between her saying, I'm not going to cook and clean or whatever. I just didn't
Because that's
understand
what
it.
they discussed. That's why she cited that. Yeah. And the other thing is, we didn't talk about this last week, but he said he was going to summon her. Like, there's a lot of weird shit going on with this communication.
So go ahead and talk about that because I was trying to remember what did I fall asleep because how we both say we missed that part. We both say you say it more than I do though. But tell me about this part, the summon, because I don't remember.
He said it last week where he said he went on a date. I think it was with Ashley, and he said
Okay.
I summoned Ashley.
Hmm.
There's something there.
Okay.
I don't know the guy. I never spoke to the guy, but there is definitely something there. The ladies are alluding to there's something there. There's an ex who proved that there's something there. There is something there.
You said the ex proved. I don't watch other people's stuff, so and I'm not in certain.
Yeah, I mean, the first
areas.
time she came forward, she didn't have no evidence, but she came
Okay.
back with some evidence. I was like, oh snap! So yeah, there's something going on.
Ooh, well, I mean, I'm not gonna get. I try not to do this, even with other seasons. I'm not going to say because I don't. I honestly don't. I don't know. So what I'm saying. Whatever happened, it's I don't know. I just
And I don't care, right? But I'm simply
I'm
I
sorry.
really don't give a damn. But I really want to be clear. Like editing is giving us what they want us to believe in this particular participant, right? Or character. But there are people coming forward saying there's so much more that you don't know about this person. And I don't think you can disregard that.
Well, I
And I'm not
understand that.
indicting him.
No. I understand that. I understand that as well. What you're saying, you're making a lot of sense. I'm not gonna lie, you are. I mean, it is what it is as far as this whole situation because look at how they vilified you, right? I
Yeah.
know I've gotten to know you, and you're not what everyone said. Like you remember, they just cleared you on like chats and groups, and they were coming at you crazy over the role situation, and you
They
know
said I
that.
was lying to them. I'm like, who are you that I gotta? My thing is this. I'm a strategic. When I lie, I'm gonna lie strategically. So you got to
Okay.
matter to me, right? If you don't matter to me, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like seriously.
But I'm sorry, that was funny. But yes, I understand what you're saying. I'm also that person. I ain't want to say that loud on camera. Just in case anything happens illegal. Yes, I'm very strategic in that regard. But with that being said, they said you were lying, but you literally have an entire family. So you weren't lying
Well,
about.
they said I was lying. They said I was broke. They said
Ain't
they
no way
said
y'all
so
know.
much about me. But I always tell people, pick the rumor you want to believe.
I
If you
like
don't
that.
know me, pick the rumor you want to believe. The people that know me never once questioned me. They know me. You're like you've gotten to know me.
Yes. But see, just like I told even the people I talked to from the Detroit cast, I literally was like, look, we're all gonna have our opinions and we're gonna say these things, including the fans. But at the end of the day, myself, the fans included, we have not been in this experience with you guys. We weren't in those rooms. So I just said it's going to be difficult in Facebook groups and all these people. It's going to be difficult for you to tune it out. I don't know how that feels, obviously, except for my platform when they come at me. But still on that grand scale of being on TV for everybody to see, no, I do not know how that feels. But I just told them their opinions don't really mean shit because none of us have been there. We just given it doesn't. I mean,
Yeah.
so I don't know how that feels, but for you being on the show, is it difficult, just as off the topic, to tune that out? The
Yeah, it is
negativity.
difficult. Like I was thinking about the cast because this was like the right before the finale.
Mhm.
And I really hope they begin to focus on their healing
Mm.
because they have heard a lot, they see a lot, they see a lot of
Right?
memes. I've said, like, I may have said some things, but the thing is, when you put it all together and you're just being attacked, right?
Right.
And you really went through an experience, and the show does make you think you can find your love. But
Mm.
the collateral beauty of being on Ready to Love is your love, your wife, your husband may not be on the show,
Okay.
but you may find them because of the show. I get surprised when I see previous contestants on dating apps. Like, you had the biggest marketing, you're still marketable. Why are you on a dating app? But
Interesting.
you know what I'm saying? But I'm,
Right.
I'm simply saying, like, you'll find that love. And this show does help you understand what you don't want. After I finished my season, I knew exactly the type of woman I did not want.
I
And
love
I needed
that.
that clarity. So it was
Right.
easy for me to make my decision. But
Right.
I think that, and when you're in the process, when they're saying it's a difficult decision, in the moment, it is a difficult decision. You're in the process, you're committed to a connection, you have to make a decision, and they're telling you, you got to give the viewers what they want to see. It has to
Mm.
make sense to the viewers. So you have to stay in the process. That's why we saw that unnecessary scene between
Exactly.
Bello and Darius. Like, that's the same thing that happened with me and Patrice. It was unnecessary because we weren't going anywhere anyway. We knew that.
Mm.
But they made us do it because they told me it has to make sense for the series.
So I there's some things I can't really say right now because and it's happening again. I'm just gonna tell you that, but I get it. Like I said, other shows I have covered that's not on this network have told me behind the scenes, oh, I wanted to leave or quit the competition or whatever was going on, but the production told me something similar. This was competition shows, mind you.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? It's not just this situation. I think all reality TV they do this, and
Yeah.
sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, so to continue, Dominique's parents. Who? Let me say this very quick. Dominique's parents. I don't know. If I'd love to see that. My parents was married. Even he passed away, but they was
Well,
married
yeah.
up until he left us, and so I love seeing Dom's parents. I did a video recently about Dom and Lauren. Y'all should go check it out because the video I break things down because I'm not liking how people are separating the women, right? Regardless of what's going on behind the scenes, if there's any mean girls, whatever is happening, I'm not there, so whatever. But I'm saying I don't like the team Dominique because when you type in Dominique's name or Ready to Love, it pops up Team Dominique and Team Lauren. Why do y'all do that? Like to me, these are two different accomplished black women, beautiful women, right? And you can see Dom's parents. She cut from good stock. Her parents are gorgeous. Come on. You know
And
what
you
I'm
can
saying?
like them both.
Right.
Seriously.
Come on,
For
Chaz.
their own unique reasons. You don't
Yes.
have to pick a
I love
side.
that. But that's what people are doing right now. They're splitting down the middle. And that to me is insane. But
Yeah.
anyway, so the one thing that the dad said, which my dad probably said the same exact thing, but he was like, what did he say? Oh, he didn't like the Muslim thing. And he's really old school. He just said straight up, I don't like it. I was just like, damn, how do you react to something like that? You're trying to date somebody, but the dad was keeping it real. That's why I liked her parents and the interaction. He was being honest, because that's my son about to get married right now. And as a parent, you do have to vocalize how you feel with stuff like this. It's just a lot going on. What'd you think about that part?
My parents were pastors too. So
Okay.
I understand his reservation, and he was probably leaning more towards you got to be equally yoked. But I liked Bello's answer about religion is really just a guideline for how to live your life, right?
Mm.
So I'll be honest, I'm a non-denominational Christian.
Okay.
But when I did look into Islam, I feel like it's more Christian than Christianity.
Oh
So
wow.
I didn't like where he was holding that against him.
Okay.
because at the end of the day, it's so hard to find love. And if they really had a connection, if they really had love,
Mm.
religion shouldn't be something that is highlighted. The love that they have should have been highlighted.
Ooh. Yes, I did. And then, of course, we know editing. We don't know, like you said, we say it all the time. People get mad when I say this. That's why I haven't said it the whole season. But with editing, we don't know what was said. They're gonna show the juiciest parts. I mean, they may have been like, "Oh, it's okay" or whatever. I don't know, but I did like his answer as well. And he, even when I think it was, who was that? Whose friends was it? Dom's friends? I don't know who it was that he went out with, and I think one of the things they questioned was, she's gonna make you convert. And he said, no, I'm not going to do that. But you say you looked into it. I did a little bit too. And most men who are getting married to a woman and he has a Muslim background, they make them convert. What do you think about that?
Yeah, a lot of them do. And like that's when was it? I keep getting I don't know why I'm confusing Ashley and Ashante this week. But
Me either.
I think it was Ashley that said religion is used to control women. And a lot of people that are in Islam that I know do believe in having multiple wives. And that might be why that religion was of interest. I don't know. I'm just simply saying
Mhm.
it does happen. But with that being said, yeah, I can see him trying to like because you got to think about it. Religion is manipulation. Your
Okay.
relationship with God isn't manipulation, but religion is manipulation. So if a guy wants you to convert, he may want you to convert so that you subscribe to him having multiple wives.
I didn't think about that either. But yet that's very true. I think it was Ashanti who said, am I saying her name wrong? Or Shantae? Is it Ashanti or Shantae? I don't. I saw Shantae, I
It
think.
works. Yeah, they both work.
But I think that she had mentioned she was cool with him being the Muslim thing, because she said she kind of, to your point about love is love, and she's like, I'm not gonna really worry about it. I forgot what else she said, but she pointed, I can't do it verbatim, but she pretty much was like, I'm not concerned about that part. So I don't know. Some women probably look at it like, if he's not gonna make me convert, I just want to fall in love. I'm not gonna worry about it. And some women will fall in love and convert because they love that man,
Right.
right? Because that's the head of his
Yeah.
house. I don't know.
And some women will stay on the show and tolerate that topic to make it to the end. I'm not saying they did that. I'm
So
not saying they did that, but I'm just simply saying we all tolerated stuff
Tia,
on our seasons to make it to the end.
so Tia says a lot of Nigerians are Muslim and Ghana's, and you know what? I didn't even know that. That's something I didn't know. That's interesting. I mean, well, that's also a chance you're taking if you do decide to date uh well, I guess African or anything like that. I'm not saying all of them are that's their religion, but a lot of them are Muslim. That's true. Not all, but I don't, because I don't want nobody coming to me in my comments and my DMs. Please do not do that. As I don't know. Anyway, so I want to talk about Darius and Ashley. Apparently they made up. Okay. That's what they said. And oh, you said yes, they did. They wanted to stay to the end. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's look,
so
is there something wrong with wanting to make it to the end? Who wants to go home?
well, this is okay. Was you open the door, so I got to walk in that now. Okay, so let me just say this. I'm gonna say this. Big Brother Challenge, these different shows that I also talk about outside of the romance reality TV. That is a strategic move to group up, to have alliances and stuff. And remember how I've said this before, that this is not that type of show. Even though they try to bring in the challenge, different things on this season, what I thought was weird. This is not a competition show. It's supposed to be about love. Now I
No, it is a
understand it.
competition show.
No,
It
no,
is.
I'm saying it's not supposed to be. The show is, I'm sorry. The whole premise of this show is to find somebody to have a relationship with, engagement, whatever y'all gonna do at the end. But to me, the years I was so naive in the beginning, and now that I've been in so long, it does give competition show, and this is not
Well,
that.
so the thing is this: if the show didn't want it to be a competition, they wouldn't send the people home that have connections.
Oh damn! I see. This is
No,
stuff I
I'm
don't
just, it
know.
is what it is, right? So when you're in an environment where you're like, okay, my love really isn't here, they're saying, look, this shit has to make sense for the viewers. And then they're telling you if you don't show up, you're going to violate your contract and they will sue you. You got to just
Mm.
like, yeah, I'm making it to the end. Yeah. And for someone like a Dom, an older, mature woman, she's beautiful. What would it really mean in these streets in her future dating
Okay.
if she was sent home? That's not a good like look.
I didn't think
So
about
yeah,
that either.
everybody's trying to make it to the end. I'm just gonna be honest.
Okay. Well, no one's gonna actually. Well, people who are gonna admit it, they'll wait until the contract is over a year later and say, "Oh yeah, da da da." Some people don't give a crap. Like the Dallas Cavs, they did not give a shit. So they came out and said everything immediately after the last episode.
They can say what they want to say about Dallas.
Y'all
On
keep it
set when
real.
we were filming, they said we were the end of Ready to Love. We were the last season.
Woo!
But we were so controversial, so entertaining. Look, it's back. So like, say what you want about Dallas Fort Worth. We
Period.
brought this show back.
Come on, look. Dallas. The thing about it, Dallas did a lot, and I don't care what nobody say. It was the most explosive. I thought Houston with Simone and everybody, all that stuff was going on back in the day. I thought that was the most explosive. No, it was Dallas. Dallas takes that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So, period. Okay, so let's see. Da-da-da-da. You know what I thought was cute
What's that?
with Ashley and Darius, even though, whatever, the way that she was eating the food and they were doing these couple stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, this is
That's
so
what me and my
cute
wife
to
do.
me. That's so
Right.
cute to me. I thought that was
And
so cute.
and his answer was real too. Cause like okay, I have never shared my food. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
I don't share my food. I don't share my food. I don't share my liquor. I don't share my food. I don't share my women. With that being said, when he said, hey, she was in my food, I was like, that's a real ass statement right there. Cause that's how I feel. Only my wife can go on my plate. And
that's
it
how
doesn't
it
bother
is.
me.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't bother me now. But all of these other girls used to drive me crazy. Don't touch my food. Order your own food. Order whatever the hell you want. Don't touch my food.
Oh my God. Hey, that's some real stuff right there. But you stupid talking about order your own stuff.
I grew up with 3 brothers. Don't touch my food.
Oh, got you. Well, that's just okay. So for me, I just had now that I eat healthy is different, but I did not plan to came to my food. You cannot be over my food. I got that from my dad. My dad literally, if you walk by his food, like walk by it, I would literally see him throw it in the trash. I got that from him. You couldn't even breathe over my food. I didn't play with my food. I'm like OCD,
Yeah.
all these things. I just don't play with that. And so,
Right.
yeah.
I'm with you. That may be a Louisiana thing.
I think, look, I've seen my dad throw away whole plate of food. I'm like, my dad used to love to eat. I was like, what is happening? But I got that from him now. Like, you want my food? I do. We'll go into a food store one day. I'm telling you, I got some stuff that will tell you.
We got to do that.
Okay, so I thought they were cute, and so but so now, she was meeting with what? Who was she meeting with? That was Oh, hold on. Before we continue, I forgot to say this part. Dominique's mom said at the end of the day, she has to live with the decision, not us. I did like the mom said that. You know what I'm saying? She was keeping it real, like, at the end of the day, regardless of how we feel about it. Tia says Simone is my attorney. She's a good one too.
She is.
She said
Simone is captivating. If you meet Simone
is everything. I've
she is.
Out with her,
yes, she is.
Everything. Simone is like, I've met her parents. I'm telling you, her mother is gorgeous. Like Simone is just like, I've been to the house. I forgot all about that. I've been a go in a lot of y'all lives. I swear to God. But yes, I've been to her, her parents. I'm telling you, her mom is just so gorgeous. She's so sweet. Oh, I like her mom a lot. And watches my channel. I had no idea. Let's see. Ashley, I'm sorry. Donna. But was it her family? Because it was the women's family. Who was there with Darius?
Wasn't it the brother? With his hair slicked back? That's the brother, right? No, I was not trying to be funny. I swear. I'm trying to, because I'm confusing Ashley and Ashanti, so I'm trying to keep straight.
I'm sorry, because sometimes you'll say, I know you meant it like in another way, but it was funny. Okay, so I can't remember. God have me. I watched it a little bit tipsy. Donna brother, was it Donna's brother and cousin was there? Okay, so let's see how I can say this. What did I say? Was it maybe I think that was her brother that had.
They both started seeing Vince's point of view, like in what he meant by.
There we go. Yes, the
right?
whole timeline, the whole timeline. First of all, you talk about basketball, which I thought was cute because I played basketball in my youth, so I thought I liked that as well. But she, she they did was on his side about that. The timeline, I was like, is it a crazy time? I don't know. What do you think about it? I went back and forth. I said, is it crazy or is it not? You do get to a certain age where you're like, I know what I want in my life. Because that's what the cousin said. I think the cousin was like, hey, I get it, but so I said, I'm sorry. Anyway, the cousin said, I get it, but at the same time, I'm sorry. He got what Vince was saying, but he was like, understand her point of view of her age and where she is in her life as a woman. She knows what she wants. How do you feel about that?
I'm going to remove the age and
Okay.
woman and timeline, like
Okay.
biological clock,
That's
out of the
everything,
conversation.
Jazz. But go ahead.
I'm going to move it out the conversation because at the root of the issue, you have to find someone that wants the same thing as
Mm,
you
okay.
and the same season as you,
Hmm.
right? And if he wants to move at his own pace, Donna, I commend you for like going after your connection. I really think y'all are a cute couple. But if that timeline is getting too unreasonable, go get your life back. No, because
No, let in the chat. Somebody said the timeline means he doesn't want her. But go ahead. I'll just let him.
it may not. It could be he's scared. He already has kids. Why is he in a hurry to have more kids? Right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they have different motivations, is what I'm saying.
Hmm.
But Donna absolutely deserves to have the life in the timeline. If she feels that that's right now,
Hmm.
she deserves to have it right now. And if that man or any other man won't give it to you right now, go find a man that will, because there is a man that will give it to
Wow.
you right now.
That's actually a true statement. Also, I don't think that her man is there because of her timeline. And I'm not saying her timeline is bad. I'm not gonna say that. I think every woman or male, whoever they want in their future spouse or future whatever they're gonna do with their life, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, fiance, all the things, you should get what you want to a point. But I think that her timeline is fine. I just don't
I
think
do
the
too.
man. I think the man is not there. Because for one thing, we've already talked about this. How this is like speed dating, accelerated. So to me, the timeline is it fits. Regardless if a man may feel that way, that would be really hard for me to say, okay, in a year, we're gonna go ahead and get married. Like we just met and we've been dating. How long are they dating on this? When you go to the show, how long are you guys actually?
It's only 5 weeks and 3 days. Seriously,
Wow,
I can prove it. It's 5 weeks and 3 days. That's
that
it.
is not enough time for anybody. In my opinion, I never thought about it until you said it just now. That's not enough time at all for anybody to make decisions that heavy. It's just not. I don't know if they should do it longer. Like how Love is Blind does it. They even though Love is Blind, it still fails every season. But the way Love Blind does it,
But it's
they,
like
they
married at
break
first
it
sight,
down.
right?
No.
It's
Love is
like married at
Blind,
first sight. These people are saying they're ready to get married now,
right? But
right? So
but
they're in alignment with they want it now.
well,
That's what I'm
that's
saying
true.
about
That's
Donna.
true. But
That's what I'm saying about Donna and Vince. He doesn't want it right now. And that doesn't mean she needs to put it on the back burner or forget about it or make it wait. That means she needs to go find the person that God has intended for her to make it happen right now. Because God is a now God.
True statement, and especially if you're praying for it. But what I'm saying is that with Love is Blind, they break them down to okay, you guys are gonna get engaged. Then they have them live with each other for I forgot how long. No, they're going. I think they go on vacation first. Then they have to live with each other, meet the families, and then they decide to go down the aisle. Now, mind you, it's not an ideal situation. It's still quick, whatever. The thing I like about how Love Blind breaks that down is, you give them the living situation to see, can I live with you? Meet my family. Do my family like you? Meet my
Don't
friends,
forget
whatever.
this, going on a trip together. Because you will find out if you really F with your partner on a trip.
Oh wow.
Nothing will test that relationship like going on a trip.
But do you see what I'm saying? The difference between these
Mhm.
reality shows and Ready to Love. You're literally.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Rachel not saying we're gonna get married at the end, but you're just dating other people. You know what I'm saying? And making that decision to date or be together or whatever it is after 5 weeks, and her timeline does not match the smoke of this show. That's all I'm trying to say. Pretty much, I'm saying a
Well,
long way to
in
say it.
her defense, and I'm sure she can prove this with the emails and the text messages that they send you saying, are you ready to find your wife? Are you
Mhm.
ready to find your husband? Your husband is here. We all have the text messages. This is what the producers are sending us, right? So
Okay.
for her to believe that she could find it right now, I think is reasonable because
Okay.
that's reinforced by them on the behind the cameras, producing the episodes and the dates. Like that's how they speak to you.
Woo! I didn't even know that. So that's like that's crazy. I had no idea. So yeah, if I'm getting sent messages like that, I'm probably like my timeline should be cool. So okay, that makes sense. Um, let's see. As for experience, be organic. Darius tells Ashley. Okay, so wait a minute. Darius tells Ashley, "I choose you." Okay, so let's talk about because I'm trying to see how I can say this. Darius and Ashley to me on the TV screen, they look really, really cute. But I do believe that the communication piece that you brought up earlier is not for Ashley. Just from
And
the
when,
go ahead, baby.
and when she said that, I I thought about why me and my wife work, right? So me
Mhm.
and my wife work so well because I don't try to change her.
Mm.
I don't. She likes
Mm.
like the stuff she likes to do, I let her do. The stuff I like to do, she lets me do. And I think if he's trying to always school her, because that's kind of how I felt
Okay.
she was trying to describe that, then he's not accepting her. And if he's not accepting you now in 5 weeks and 3 days,
Mm.
don't do it.
So you think that just okay, you don't think that Darius accepts Ashley for who she is the reason why they kind of be a little combative there or whatever.
Right. And also think about the last conversation where she said, men use religion to manipulate and control you.
Okay.
There's a woman's going to submit when she thinks you're trustworthy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean
Mm.
submit as in bow down, wash
Right.
and clean, cook, and all that other shit. I'm just talking about she'll take your advice. She may try it your way. That to me is submission, but that goes both ways, man and woman.
I'm happy
But
you said that.
yeah,
I
but I
comment with
don't
that.
feel like they were led to submit
Okay.
the way that I'm describing it
Mhm.
based off of things that checks in their spirit. She said she's done the spiritual warfare. That's a powerful ass statement.
It is. It
That was
very much so.
powerful.
It
And I
was.
was like, she did the work. If she's speaking like that, she did the work. She knows when to bind. She knows when to rebuke. She knows when to praise. She knows when to pray. No, don't submit to that. Listen to your spirit and go. God was getting her. Look, sometimes people say they fumble me. No, they didn't fumble you. God moved them.
Mm.
God moved you. That's not a fumble.
Okay, okay. And see, she does give powerful statements. The statements that she was making was like, because when someone said I did the work on myself, that is powerful
Mm.
because doing the work on yourself without anybody involved, because some women feel like I have to have a man to do this, and so for a woman to say I did my own work on myself, it is powerful and it's also commendable, and I
Yeah.
respect it 100%. And I also want to say before we move on to the decisions, Vince and Donna to me seems very organic. I I,
Mhm.
I just really feel like the timeline is throwing Vince off, but I don't know why I feel like Vince and Donna would be just really. Of course, we don't know everything, obviously, but I thought they was really organic. They went through a lot coming together, dating other people. That's to me a couple that I feel like that really took advantage of the process and still came back together. That's my
So we got to
opinion.
go back to Darius because Darius said he would never date 10 women again. I don't think people understand that is a very
Oh yeah, he
mentally
did say that.
stressful process. And I felt the same way on my season. I'm glad I don't ever have to do it again, but
Exactly.
I would never want to do it again because it's just hard.
It doesn't seem like it would be an easy thing, and I'm very happy that you have everything that you want. And see, I loved even I pay. Okay, so y'all don't know I can't play because it's a network, but I actually sent him Chaz a clip of his reunion episode where everybody was coming to him so crazy, and he was standing 10 toes down, like, "Oh, okay, well, I'm engaged to somebody I talked to before the process. She wanted me to go through it." And I saw everybody's reaction. Now, if you wouldn't have said she wanted me to go through it, she didn't know what was going on or whatever, then I could understand people getting upset. But I respected you more because I'm like, okay, and her, because she's like, look, we're doing what we're doing, but go ahead and go through this process. And then you even said, I literally knew, boom, I don't want this. I want her. I don't understand why no one mentioned that. They just kept saying, well, it's only been a few weeks, and you was like, "Oh, okay, I knew her before this process."
And let me just speak to that really quickly,
Okay.
because remember earlier I said I don't try to change her. She doesn't try to change me.
Okay.
Yes, she knew I was going on a show. We were not together at the time, but we had an interest in each other, right? But
Okay.
she's like, go through your process, go through your show. That's pretty cool. That's a great opportunity. She absolutely supported me.
Mm.
But I think what she knew that I didn't know was when I meet these other women, they won't be able to hold a candle to her. And I
Ooh.
saw that after during the process, and like towards the end, I didn't give a fuck. But I knew it and I saw her then, and I apologize for even like doing that. But I'm thankful she let me go through this whole experience, right? That's not a point of resentment.
Okay.
That's clarity.
Mm.
So that's why I love my wife. She didn't stop anything from materializing in my life. She stood on faith. She stood on God. She knew God told her I was her husband. And in the midst of me going on a little TV experience, I did exactly what God told her I would do.
Came right back to her.
Came back
Because
to her.
because at the end of the day, when people say if it really is meant to be, they'll
It's
come
gonna
back to
be.
you. They always say that. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the thing. It's not a lie. Hold on. So wait. So Tia in the chat says that's why it was sad that Ashley chose him. She's going backwards. She saw the red flags.
I agree with that.
And she also talking to you. She says, first she put fire, and then she put, I know that's right, brother. I love that. I'm happy you said it
Oh,
here for
thank you.
everybody to see. So, I'm sorry, to hear and see. Because the thing about it, when I watched that clip, I thought about it. I said, everybody coming to that chat is so crazy, but he literally told you what he was doing on the reunion, and y'all still came for him, and yet none of y'all are married.
And also remember me and Alexis, right? Alexis like, I don't know if I'm ready to have a kid or Vanessa said she wasn't sure she was ready to get remarried. And that's what I'm talking. That's why I'm speaking directly to Donna. Because when
Mm.
Vanessa said that, I already knew she didn't like my dog. We're not on the same timeline. I
Oh,
went
yeah, I
to the
forgot
woman that wanted the same thing as me in the same season as me. Right. So all of that, I was honest throughout my entire process. I've been consistent. I said this consistently throughout the process. And when you realize your woman is not there, you just got to cut your losses. But again, you got to fulfill your contract too.
So Chad, be transparent, because y'all don't know behind the scenes. Once Chad trusted me and knew, who I was and everything else, I knew a lot of it, not everything, but I knew a lot of this stuff and just didn't say anything because out of respect, I do this for Cass all the time. And see, I want you to be honest and let them know you literally knew it really early, even before the the
So
result, I believe.
so I knew it so damn early. And you can ask the other guys, talk to LaRon. A lot of dates LaRon went on was because I refused to go on the date.
That is
I quit the
hilarious.
process. I quit the show 3 times, right?
Mm,
And then like they kept coming back forceful with, I signed a contract. They're gonna
right,
sue me. You're
right,
gonna hold you to it. Like,
right,
I have text messages. You're in breach of contract. Like just
right.
crazy shit.
Hmm.
So yeah, but I knew, and I had to go through the process. So what y'all saw was it had to make sense for the viewers. So when I
Yeah.
showed up to Patrice, it had to make sense for the viewers. Vanessa had to make sense for they knew I wasn't picking Vanessa. Like it
Mm.
was just crazy stuff. And there's things about these people, and because you think they went through a background check, you think they went
Mm.
through a criminal check, you think they're like stand-up people, but then you find out, whoa, this person has a criminal background. I would never in my life, outside of a show, deal with a woman that had some of the legal issues that woman had.
Lord Jesus. Wait a minute, hold on. I gotta tell you outside it. Who you talking about?
I don't want to say.
Okay,
I don't want
so
to say
okay,
because
so
I had to sue that other lady for making stuff up. So I know the law. I know
okay.
libel. I know the defamation.
Damn
I
it.
don't even want to say. But
Okay,
I mean,
listen.
I'll
Um,
tell you. I'll tell you later. But the
no,
thing
no,
about it
because
is,
I'm covering some people who've been in jail on reality TV Nexus for my
oh,
next.
yeah.
Okay, Rachel Love on top of that list. I
And
have
when
like
you
7
find
of them.
out their real history, and you got to think about it, some of these people are really good in front of the camera.
Mm.
They know how to perform in front of the camera. And if you think we're all not performing, you're not paying attention.
That's the thing about it. I don't think that anybody thinks about that. They think everything is on TV is legit, real or whatever. I just we got Lauren in the chat. Lauren
Lauren
says,
knows I ain't lying.
wait, she says background check my
I'm telling you, some of these people I know for a fact failed their psychological test. They failed their criminal background check. When I found out this person was locked up for what she was locked up for
Okay.
for 3 weeks.
Look, y'all know I reported, and I'm gonna do my video gonna drop later on just tomorrow maybe. So y'all know I actually recorded. I'm sorry. Y'all know that I actually posted a cast member who is still mad at me to this day for driving, and a person was on the hood of their car trying to and I found this out because I did some more research, tried to check him out. So I'm just being real with y'all. Like, I'm sorry, like, to try to check him out. And they're gonna probably be mad of mentioning it again because I'm gonna do my new video and they're gonna get mad. It is what it is. I'm sorry. Back then I was exposing people like crazy. But yeah, it is what it is. The background check. I don't think they do it. There's no way they do that. If they say they do
There's
it,
no
but
way.
I don't believe it.
I literally
find
told.
stuff.
I went off on the producers and said, "You guys lied to me. I had this criminal in my house. You lied to me."
This is insane. Not the criminal in my.
Yeah, I got nice shit in here. Yes, indeed, in my house.
Oh my God, Jesus, help me! All right, so I'm sorry. That was so funny to me.
You know I keep it real. You know that.
I still think it's... Shout out to Lauren who's in my chat. Y'all know that.
What's up, Lauren?
When I went to Detroit, Lauren and Ashante made my Detroit trip like freaking everything. Like the two of them, those are my queens right there. Okay, and shout out to Nicole for even telling me to come out there. I mean, I didn't get to see her. I hate that, but so Darius choosing, I choose you to, Ashley, and the praying together and stuff like that, and I understand all that. It's not a bad thing, but just like Tia said, I don't understand why you chose him. And y'all had a couple of situations, even an argument outside the camera.
It's not even a couple situations. Again, this is 5 weeks, 3 days.
Well, we don't know all of
consistent
it,
feedback about communication. Consistent feedback. Too many red flags. And I'm not trying to be negative.
Right.
And I will bet, I'll bet $5,000 they're not together at the reunion.
Wait a minute. So happy you came. She's so sweet. Yes, I'm really happy I came to Detroit to meet the ones that I met. Not saying I would meet anybody else, but the two party threw me off, and that's another topic another day. So anyway, yes, I understand what you're saying. You're not being negative. And again, this is what we see on TV. There's a disclaimer for people who get upset in their feelings or whatever. This is what we see on TV. And Darius knows I love me some Darius. So, I'm just because I do, rock with you or whatever, I'm gonna still do my commentary, and everybody knows it about me. And so I didn't agree.
I got it from you. Like, we all gonna get it.
You did, but I just saying I did not agree with him saying some of the things he said to Ashton. Of course, I know editing, and me and him are going to talk again after it's over with. I'm pretty sure he's going to give his side, which I look forward to hearing, because there's always two sides, even though
there's three.
But he did admit it, that he did say that about the cooking thing, and I didn't like that. I'm just going to be honest. So I'm be happy when he does come over here to give his side of the story. So the whole situation with the choosing, at the very end when they have to choose, go to the bridge or whatever, the road, what do you think about the final decisions that were made? I'm just curious. We just talked about Darius, but the other ones as well. What did you think?
I think the only one that may have a shot is Vince and Donna. Like, the others, I think they wanted to make it to the end. Dom was clearly looking for her Oscar moment. No, she was so performative. I was like, okay, bravo, girl, bravo. You know what I'm saying? And then you see the mean girl, bitter Dom at the reunion. So my whole thing is, it was just very performative to me. And that's why we watch. We want to hear the romantic. This is why I choose you. This is why, I'm ready to love my man, like all this foolishness, right?
I cannot.
So I just be watching now, and I be laughing because I was like, I played my part too. You got to play your part, but
Oh God, I can't stand you. I swear to God, I can't. I don't know. I can't even. I don't. Wait, let me play it one time. Is it still Vince?
Yeah.
I had to one,
Sharp.
I had to one time play it for
Like he
Vince.
got Tourette syndrome. Sharp.
Stop it! Oh my God, my stomach is hurting so
I
bad.
still think that's funny. I need to go to work. Set Sharp.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me turn. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done. I played that for Lauren if she was still here because Lauren was so annoyed. She was like, "Why?" I'm sorry. Oh, I'm crying. All right. Professional. Okay, so you said I was not expecting that. You said Dom, yes, with the my man. Okay, so Dom said, oh, wait, hold on. These say I've chose you since the beginning. Was that Bella, right? Dom,
Yeah.
I told you since the beginning. Which I'm gonna say something. Yes, we all know that. That's literally what Lauren was saying the entire. I mean, not the entire time, but when she asked the question, which
Well, the mask fell off.
well, shit.
The
I
mask
still,
fell off.
I still think that when Lauren asked that question, I don't think that was bad. If I'm going to engage, and I have children, see, this is no shade to other women on the show. Please don't take it that way. Ashanti and Lauren, when you have, and I don't know who else have kids. I don't want to, whoever, I don't know. When you have children, especially young kids, you are very particular. Well, you're supposed to be because some women don't give a crap, but you're supposed to be very particular who you bring into your kid's life. So I felt like that Lauren was standing in that area. It was like, look, I don't, I'm very particular. So I'm going to ask this question. And then to me, get that clarification in front of your potential whatever was awesome. Didn't like Dom's response. And I didn't like Bella's response. Now, will I say, like I said in my other video, Dom and Lauren, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say they were wrong. To me, who was wrong was Bello. You not communicating. In
No,
my
they're both
opinion,
wrong.
no, I
They're both
feel
wrong.
no, I feel like no, Lauren asking the question.
No, Lauren.
No,
No, Lauren.
no.
That whole scene vindicated Lauren, and it vindicated Devin, right? Because they're literally saying from the day one, from when I first saw it, I chose you.
Mhm.
Lauren was literally trying to assess, hey, is there really do we have a connection or do
Right.
we not have a connection? Clearly, she was told either offline on private conversation she had a connection because she wouldn't have asked the damn question, right? So you were playing in her face, and that's what I mean when I'm telling everyone the goal is to make it to the end. So he
Mm.
played in the face because he needed votes to make it to the end. And she was like, "Is this real, or have you guys solidified?" And all she wanted was the truth. And when someone makes the truth hard to obtain, pay attention.
Well, the reason why I say Bello is a lot of the blame because when you have, and I'm not gonna say it was a triangle kind of, but when you have like a man in the middle, most of the time he's telling the women different things for them to form this in their head, this how he feels about me or whatever, right? And I feel like that his response was, "Oh, that's why you're here." Wait, what?
Yeah.
First of all, this makes absolutely no sense to me. That's not a response. I think that Dom, I think if she would have not have said anything, which to be honest, I think Dom is very strategic, she's very smart. She knew jumping in and saying all of that made Bello just kind of shrink up a little bit. I'm not sure if you're scared of her at the moment. I don't know. I'm just being honest.
Let me tell you, I don't think she was strategic. A strategic woman would
No,
not
no,
have
no, no.
said,
Hold
answer
on.
my question.
No, but Chaz, the reason why I said
That's an insecure woman.
no, but Chaz, the reason why I said strategic, she knew that barking that he was going to shrink up, and he did. If you see his body, he kind of shrinked up his shoulders, his head went down. Your body language told me you didn't want to say anything, and you know good and well you felt more for her, but did not want to say it in front of her. And I felt like Dom also just being transparent. Whoever gets mad, it is what it is. I think that she knew that. That's also why, because Tuta can be right at the same time. I think that's also why she said what she said. She wanted to stop the conversation. No, my man. That I think her man tell. Go back with
And look how she looks now.
oh
Look,
god.
look. Maybe a week or a month later, when they film the reunion, look how she looks now.
Oh god.
That's crazy.
That
That's crazy. You look like a video vixen. That is just
Jesus.
crazy.
Wait a minute. Wait. No, Chaz, what? Why she got
No,
to?
that I'm serious. I'm
But I
serious.
know you are. I'm
That's
asking you
crazy
why.
work
Why she
right
got to be in a
there.
video? Somebody said yes, Chaz. They embarrassed Detroit so bad. So why are you saying that? Hey, Healing Wars, how you doing, baby?
Because like how do you behave that way on TV, right? And you know the cameras are there, so you're doing it for the cameras too. And then at the reunion, you're telling all of us he was in your bed 2 days ago.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was saying how classy you are and you're a woman and you're mature. That ain't maturity. That ain't a woman. That's not a woman I would want to deal with.
So let me say, I have to say this because this is something I don't think that you and I addressed, right?
Okay.
So because people were saying, and I saw a couple of chats where people were saying, okay, the whole thing at the resort, did they sleep together? And then when they asked her about it, she kind of pushed it away a little bit, but she was like, he said what he said. To me, it's like I'm not trying to let y'all know anything at all. I'm not even going to elude or
That was someone trying too hard. She was trying too hard. He said what he said. Like all of that. And then you're not going to handle me like that. You tell the truth. Okay. I just laughed. I think that scene is going to be funny because you behave like you standing on business for this fellow, right? Making it seem like, yeah, it's my man, my man. And then at the reunion is this. It's just like, it's crazy. This is just crazy work. And I don't know why we all signed up for it, but we all signed up for the crazy work. But it was crazy work.
That is, yes, at least I see. I love you said that y'all signed up for it. But what I was also gonna say, my other parts of that was sorry, I don't know how early, and I don't want to. I'm being very careful with my words because I don't like to talk about women's the areas. I do not know how early or was before that or not if they were intimate. But what I will say, for a woman to be, because most women when they are intimate with a man, unless they don't care, they get crazy over their
Well,
man. Go ahead, Chaz.
there's a lot of intimacy in the 5 weeks and 3 days. I will say that. So I absolutely believe they certainly behaved like
Yes, there we go.
two adults that did adult decisions and adult things. I absolutely believe that happened. Like, because some of the behaviors is just not, it's not making sense. Like she's used to dealing with highly successful men, right? And you behaving like this on TV, and you've been on TV before. I don't think it's the cooking.
You know what? Well, and then I know people are gonna probably send this to some people and take it. I'm not scared of anybody, so I don't care. But what I'm saying is, and that's why I'm careful, only because if a woman is doing something, adult actions, as you stated, I don't have a problem with that. You guys are grown people. It is your body. I don't like the people that vilify a woman because she is intimate with a
No,
man.
yeah, I wasn't doing that.
I'm not saying you are. I'm saying I don't like that, so I'm not going to do that. But all I said is that if a woman is intimate, and it depends on the woman, but if she's intimate and as strong as she is, because she's her personality, baby, when she gets upset, you see her. It's like she'll just say it. I don't give a, she don't give a camera right there. Which I respect at the same time because I'm like that as well. But what I will say is I just think that when you get so into it, like you can't, my man, what you doing? Then you most likely have been intimate.
Yeah.
Again, nothing is wrong with that. I will say it again.
No,
nothing is wrong with that. You're both adults. And she stood on business with Kendra Bello. Say what you want to say about Dom. She stood on business the entire time when it came to him. I think Bella was waffling between the fences, in my opinion, for whatever the reason. Maybe because what you said about the getting to the end. I don't know. So Ashley, they're going to come at her because she chose Darius. Like people in my chat are even saying they don't understand. And like you said, they don't understand that. Why'd you choose? But the people are going to say you just want to get to the end. I don't know.
Yeah.
To be honest, Ashley seemed like I don't know. I don't see Ashley I'm trying to get to the end. But again, I don't know these people. Like, I don't know them. But I just, for some reason, with her doing all the work that she did on herself, everything that she said, very intelligent. The women on here are very intelligent and very powerful. And I hate that a lot of stuff gets drowned out. Like they're just a woman on the street in Dallas and Oak Cliff or something. Only you and I know what I mean when I say these things. But I'm saying that it's not really fair that a dating show or love or romance will make a woman look crazy. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. And I hate that for them. The women are
So do you think she's gonna look crazy at the end of this?
Oh, the reunion, yes. The clip that we saw is giving Rose. And if you saw last season,
I'm so disappointed in Rose.
shout out to Hussein. If you saw Rose last season, baby, that was a hot mess. She was like, I slept with him. I don't care. I did this. I was like, girl, what is, it was a lot happening. So I'm really hoping it's
Lot.
not gonna, it was that, and you and I spent damn near hours talking about Rose. Rose probably hates me to this day, which is fine. The way you came on TV was a lot, Mama. I'm sorry. And all I said was you are a hairdresser. I'm trying to understand why in the world did you anyway, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do that. But it was a mess. That's all I'm gonna say. It was a mess. Somebody said, Healing Water says she stood on business for a man who couldn't explain how he stands on business for his baby. The relationship was sexual and trauma bonded. Trauma bonded. That I'm trying to understand the last part. Now, there were some things that he said about the baby that was kind of like, I remember he said one time, I haven't seen my child. Oh, no, his brother was there. He was like, oh, yeah, I haven't met the baby. I remember we didn't talk about, was that this
We
episode?
didn't. Yeah.
Okay, so this really quick. I have 3 children. Okay, we know you got beautiful prince over there. I don't understand how anybody can say, and again, I know if you are a baby dad, you're not gonna see your child every day. I understand that because the mother probably gonna have the child majority of the time. But I don't know how long. But for him to say his brother has never met the baby, I was like, the baby is 2 years old. I'm like, I don't understand. We didn't talk about it. What do you think about that? Yes,
It goes back to what I said. There's a lot there with these guys. There's just a lot there that, I mean, because if you think about it, the mom was like, "And you're ready for this process?" That was that's just, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Like I hope he does interviews. I hope he like adds more color to that situation.
okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and then like both of them really faltered in front of the family and friends. Did you notice that they seemed nervous, unsettled, unsure of themselves?
Who you talking about,
Like
Bella?
Bello and Darius. Like Darius was repeating communication. Like he sounded like he was nervous. And if they're
Oh
gonna,
yeah,
I
he did
just
say communicating. You're right.
both of them. Yeah, and like if you guys are this showing up like this nervous, this unsettled, because the mama and the mom, the brother, the dad are asking questions like for either of those interactions, that's very telling.
Okay,
Because
well,
if you're genuine,
I got
you're
something.
not going to be that nervous and disheveled
Right.
answering questions from family because they're there to because they love their family members.
Right, of course. That's anybody. The
Yeah.
part that tripped me out, and I forgot about them. Happy you brought that up. So the communicating piece to me was crazy. 'Cause I'm like saying to myself, Bello, you couldn't even communicate a really good response to Lauren about if you guys are going to continue seeing each other. So I didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like you're saying communication, but you couldn't even communicate a response besides what the little sentence you said. That's why you're here.
Yeah.
Like to me, no, sir. Something as deep as, hey, I just wanted to know if we are still going to continue. That should have been a different response, in my opinion. I'm sorry. A longer response, something. Even if you would have said,
Oh, that's
I
right.
want
He did pull out the asthma pump.
who did? Bill.
Yeah. I mean, what do you need to catch your breath for?
Oh my God.
I mean, he was seated. Like, what did you need to catch your breath for? Like, I get if they was walking up the stairs or doing some jogging, like running to the door of the restaurant. He's seated.
Tia!
She's just, they're just asking questions. He's like,
Oh my God, bro.
like, what?
Oh my God.
I had no, because I paused it, I rewinded. I'm like, maybe he was
Wait a
running
minute. I
to
don't.
the date or something.
Jazz. You talking about? You stop it. You talking about? He was seated.
He was seated because I went back and watched it twice because sometimes I don't pay attention.
I know.
But
Me too. Sometimes. Wait a minute, because Tia. I can't. Y'all got my stomach. Tia said because they knew they were fronting and knew
Right.
their family would peep it, and that's why. Who is here? Oh, Erica, you done brought your late ass.
Bring her on, because Erica, look, Erica, tell the truth, Erica. You know when men start lying, they lose their breath. They lose their breath. When we lie, we be losing our breath. That's why he pulled out that pump.
Oh my God, Erica, they're in the chat cloud and Tia said Wait, I'm sorry. Ted said Bill had to pull out the asthma pump. Chad said he was sitting down. What happened? Erica, I know you've been listening in the background. I'm assuming that's why you get to click in. What do you got to say?
No, I just came out of a snowstorm. So now what's going on?
Oh shit, girl! We have one too. It's snowing bad in Texas, girl. So okay, so you missed literally everything. We got to get your opinion about a few things. First, let me go back to my notes in the beginning because I don't remember any of this crap. So sorry, the whole thing with Vince. I got to hear your opinion, please. Vince and Darius get into it in the beginning. Go, please, if you remember, because I don't know if you saw the whole thing.
No, okay, so
not the long breath before the pause before.
The problem is I didn't like Darius sort of nuck if you buck attitude. However, Vince has been messy boots from day one.
What did I say, Chaz?
Come on, you said it.
Come on, Erica.
So you know what I mean? So it's like, I didn't think it. I thought both of them were kind of like silly or whatever. I was like, wait, what are we really fighting for? Right. And I'm giving Ashley the side eye because this is what impresses her about Darius. So now she's like,
that's a good point.
Oh shit. Damn.
I was like, okay, girl, go back to therapy. You need to go back. Go back. Go back. You need more work if this impresses you. Okay. You need more work. So yeah, so I think Vince was just trying to be sexy or whatever, and I don't think he's jealous of Darius or whatever.
Right. Okay.
Clearly triggered. But that being said, if it's not a debate, Vince will be bored. So this is what he does, and this is how he's moving. So that's what he does. So when Bello has to tell people to get it right, problem. So you already know.
Hey, I said it before you joined, Erica. I said Islam is more Christianity than Christianity. So he's trying to be the peacemaker.
Dear God. Right. Okay. So after the shut the part, we talked about Ashley's. Well, we talked about the whole thing with Ashley being called a foodie call over a booty call. That was part of it too. What did you think about that? Because I saw this on Instagram, and so I put it in my notes. Did you see that clip, or was it on the show? I don't know if it was on the show.
It was on the show. It was on the show.
Yeah, it was on the show.
Okay, my bad.
Well, I mean, she's there for the furs and the crowns and the
come on, Red Lobster,
and the extra rides with her cars in the shop. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not gonna take her out,
that sounds bad,
and treat her right, then she's.
I don't know. I didn't think anything was wrong. I thought it was a funny statement.
It was very funny.
And it's true. That's what dates are for. Like, to get to know each other over food, Netflix, and adult activities. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with it either. And also, to me, like she said, and I gonna lie to you, a woman would rather be called a foodie call than a booty call. So, that means that Ashley's obviously refraining from any adult activities. Wait, hold on. What was the next thing? Oh, so we're meeting the different people. What are your thoughts about the timeline? Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Who was it first? Who did I say first? It was Darius meeting. I'm sorry. Dom. I'm sorry. No. It's Dom's parents meeting Bello. And he said he wasn't happy about the religion. The mom was like, at the end of the day, it's on you, mama. What are your thoughts about that meetup, Erica? Or meeting or whatever. I don't know.
Okay, so my first thing was, which I don't know, was I here last week? I don't know, but my first thing was,
you were.
Okay, so when you said when you told Lauren that your parents loved him and met him and stuff, like, I don't know, it might just be me, but I feel like introducing somebody on FaceTime is not meeting. That's just like
I forgot about that.
Clearly, they had never met him, so that was one thing. I was like,
so Erica, why are you coming through with violence today?
Well, no, because that was her whole thing. She came so hard for Lauren, like, oh, my parents love him. They met him, blah, 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 blah. And then they're like, then they get there, oh, it's nice to see you in person. So they never met him. You know what I mean? They talked to him on the phone, girl. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, they love him, but you forgot to tell them he was Muslim? Like, okay, so that whole earlier episode where she was fronting Lauren, all of that was clearly like made up in her mind.
That's hilarious.
I think I think her parents were cool. I mean, I think her mom was like, her mom was riding hard for her, like, okay, yeah, it's all good.
She did. Mm-hmm.
And I think the father, like, was keeping it 100, like, okay, no, it's gonna be a problem. Which is what I said the first episode, which made me think that they were always playing in our faces the whole time because they never really discussed it. So I always thought they were playing in our faces with the whole religion thing from the begin. But that being said, though, I don't know. He don't move like I would think a traditional Muslim would move. So maybe it's not that big of a deal to him because I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay, so what she said, which was telling, and I will have to admit this, she said, Chaz, that, she made a big point to when she was kind of getting upset with Lauren about Bello. And she said, oh, my parents love him. And so Erica was like, hold up. What did you say, Erica? Say it one more time. I want Chaz to hear what
basically, you said. Chaz, my point is, just because you let your parents say hi when you're on FaceTime, that's not meeting somebody. and
I agree.
Clearly, they never met him because they were like, oh, it's nice to see you in person.
Right. I didn't think about that. Come on. I didn't think about that, Chaz.
Erica gonna clock it. She gonna clock it.
I did not think about that. Oh, my God.
Yeah, so
I said Dom was very performative.
All that drama she did for Lauren was made up in her head because they're just now meeting him on this episode. So,
and that's why she's at the reunion saying, he was in my bed 2 days ago.
Ooh,
I want to know whose bed he's in that night, though. Like, is it Ashanti? Who is it? Is it Lauren? Is it somebody that got eliminated the first night? Is it Nicole? Like, who is it?
What in the...
Stop!
I can't, Erica.
Somebody else. But yeah, exactly. And so the whole thing, and my point was, you said your parents love him and all this other stuff to Lauren, but you forgot to tell them that he was Muslim.
So I don't think, did we not talk about Ashanti? I'm sorry, we didn't talk about Ashanti's mom because she said something like 20 singles taking a leap of faith. And I forgot all about that. So before, do you remember the conversation? But before I even get to that one, I want to hear what you think about the timeline. No, I'm sorry. Let me go back a little bit. Ashley was eating Darius' food. Me and him talked about this. We thought it was a really cute moment between, a couple or whatever. Even though they seem to have a combative situation through the whole season. What are your thoughts about that?
Oh, you mean at the brunch or whatever?
Well, how she was, when he was eating her, were they alone?
With the brother.
Oh, right, the brother. It was cute, but I mean, I think the brother is like, it's a no. Like he's, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, again, to me, Darius to the end gives out like pimp energy. His lines always sound like he Googled.
No, she's right. Because remember, Darius said, "How's it going, young man?" Who the hell are you talking to?
Right, exactly.
Young man?
Like, young man. I was like, what?
Wait, who was he talking to? Who was he talking to that moment?
The brother.
The brother.
Oh, really?
Because it's her younger brother, right? So he's like, young man. And I was like, oh, really? Is this what we doing? And then he said communication 85 times. And then I just felt like the lines he was giving Ashanti and her family and the lines he was giving Ashley's brother, it sounds like he's giving lines. Like Lauren, I think it was Lauren clocked him in the beginning and said, you're giving fake. And that's what he's been giving. I feel like
then he got mad. He got mad.
Okay, so what I am going to say about the young man comment, and I do understand what you guys are saying, I've been saying that since forever, even when I was 20. And so I don't know, because the fact he was raised by his mom, sometimes when I'm not sure how I'm trying to see, I can say this being very careful. Some kids when they grow up with if their parents are a certain age, they speak the way they did. So I mean, I just think he does kind of give a little bit of an old soul. I've talked to him.
I disagree because when he says he's going to
Can I
summon someone,
finish my statement, brother? Can I finish my statement?
yes, you can.
Thank
Yes,
you.
you
I
can.
appreciate that, sir. Jesus Christ. So what I'm saying, all I said was the young man comment that I just said some people take on those personas. But go ahead, Chaz. Go ahead.
I'm going to speak. I'm speaking from a man perspective. So as a man to another man, I'm not going to say young man. That was very, I'm going to school you. That's what she's been giving feedback against. She feels like he's schooling her. It's very, it was a very arrogant statement, especially if you care about this woman and you care about her family, that's her brother. How's it going, young man? And there's just too much there. I keep saying, I look at the data I collected. There's a lot there with this communication style that he has.
Yeah, I definitely felt like it was his way to low-key politely punk him from the beginning. And also, Kamisha, if that's how he spoke, he ain't called nobody young man or old man on all these episodes. This is the first time now all of a sudden he said, like, what? No. He did it as a way to be polite, but to make it to kind of take control of the conversation. Like, you're not here to question me. I'm the one in charge. I'm running this.
And ended up stuttering. He ended up stuttering regardless. He tried to school him.
What did he stutter? Wait, hold on. What's that? What did he stutter?
He kept saying, it's the communication.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, he said. I was like, okay, wait a minute.
I don't know why you're
having a Cardi moment where we're talking in a circle. Like, what is he saying?
Wait. Oh, well, you know what? No shade to Cardi, but yes, I'd be like, look, can somebody put up somebody need to translate because there's too much in this,
exactly.
this answer.
We need captions because you said the same thing 5 times.
He would just change a word here and there, but you literally, oh my God, damn. Like, Cardi catches strays. He ain't even a show anymore.
Well, Cardi should catch strays because when he said that whole foodie comment, let me tell you, when a man is concerned about a woman that only wants to go out to eat, he's concerned about his finances.
Ooh, yes, that's actually true. Sorry. That's true. And you come on a dating show where you know you can go to check out multiple women, you should, I agree.
Just say financially.
Yeah, who's paying for it?
I can't.
I mean, is it all paying for these dates? Who's paying for these dates anyway? Why is it such a big deal?
Hold on.
Well, and we saw the ex. And
wait, no. Let me ask you a question, Chaz. Who pays for the dates?
When I dated, I paid for the dates. But okay. I mean, all men are different. But I'm just saying, when I dated, that was never something like, if I'm going to ask you on a date, I'm not concerned about you ordering food.
I think the question is, or maybe, I don't know if that's Kamisha's question, but my question is are you paying for the dates or is Own paying for the dates?
It was. I was trying to be good.
Hold on.
I'm trying to be good here.
It's definitely Own because I gave them feedback. I told them I don't eat at restaurants like this. And I don't. Like, some of the places they had us eat, the reason why I didn't eat and no one else ate was we wouldn't eat there generally. So no, Own pays for the dates. And when I asked to pay for my own dates at my own restaurants, they were like, no, we gotta go through a vetting process. They have to sign a filming disclosure and all this other crap. But yeah, Own pays for that.
And remember, that's Dallas. So when they were going to, I was like, why didn't they go? I was like, you know what? Never mind. Because you should have asked a local Dallas cast member where to go eat. So that actually explains a lot, Chaz. Thank you for saying that. So Erica, we talked about Ashanti. Now I love Ashanti. I loved her. Her mom. I don't know, man. Even when I met her in person, she's everything I met is who is on camera, just like Lauren. Okay. So what do you think about that? Her mom and everything, Erica.
I liked her mom a lot. I liked both, I liked her dates with her family because I think it reminded me very much of like Shannon. Like, both of these brothers are a no. And then I had to laugh when we started going back and forth with Bello about the months. Well, no, it's 14 months plus 9, but it's 2 new. I mean, it's like, okay, whatever, Bello. Like, just stop because you looking crazy right now.
Oh, it's about the baby, right? The baby? Is that what that was?
Yeah, because at first the mother was like, she said something about the baby. oh, and you think it's time for you to get on this show? And he was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah. Then it was a long time. And then when she asked, well, how often do you see her? Then it was like, well, it's too new for me to know.
What did I just tell you, Chaz? What did I just say? What did I say earlier? To me, okay, Erica,
Jesus.
We are all our parents, Erica. And I said, when the brother was like, I'm sorry, you haven't seen my baby at all. I was like, that's giving weird. I have one sister, and I'm telling you, my children is her kids, and I love that for my sister. But I don't understand how anybody could be a sibling, unless them people live in the Philippines or something like that. I don't understand how is it you have not seen your niece or nephew. I don't understand.
There's something there.
Well, I don't think Bello, when it comes to the child, I mean, I think the only thing that's pretty much probably honest is that she's 14 months. But I think there always has been some confusion about, because when it was a date where his brother, where they met his family, he like, oh, I've seen Lauren more than I've seen the baby. That's what he said. That's what he said in that date. So now all of a sudden he's like, oh, we're working it out and we're going back, so I don't think he's, I think he saw the child one time. That's when he got the chest done. And I'm not sure he's been back. Like, I'm not convinced he's been back down there.
Eric, I almost put up my finger and stepped away from the camera because you preaching right now.
No, Chaz, this is what the statement I was talking about. I couldn't remember the statement, but you said you saw a person you're dating on a reality show for how long? You said 5 and 3 days. You've seen that person, and I'm pretty sure you don't date Lauren the entire time, obviously. But for you to sit here and say that literally you've seen her more, bro, what the hell? You may have dated Lauren maybe 3 or 4 times, and you haven't seen her.
You said Lauren was off and all. You didn't halfway like Lauren.
And I was like, if that ain't a Father of the Year statement, I don't know what is.
My God, I am going to get. Oh my God, Jesus! Somebody,
I was like, okay, so and then now all of a sudden with Ashanti's parents, he's co-parenting now. Like, what are you talking about?
Erica,
I don't think it's true. I think all of that is a lie. I think he saw the child once. He got blood tests. I'll give you that. That's it.
He was like, this baby don't look like me.
Somebody, oh my God, when I say my cheeks, somebody said the review was better than the whole season. And when somebody said he was proud of himself when he said that y'all are eating him up.
No, he was. And then he started talking about, I'm building homes and they're going to go for 1.5 and I want affluent Black people. I was like, what the fuck? We was just talking about the baby you don't see. Now you're talking about the houses you building?
You did do that.
Wait, time out. I think what was interesting that in 3 years he don't see Ashanti, he don't see Dom, he don't see a wife, he don't see his baby.
Oh my God!
All he sees is his paper, which I think. Like, hey, what? Is this a job interview? Like, what are we talking about right now?
The cameras are there. The cameras are there. We are performing for the cameras.
Oh my God!
Because he gave the Black answer. Yeah, I want to see Black people live in a affluent community. I'm building homes at 1 million, 1.5 million. They're going to have 3 stories and 2 balconies, and you're.
I know. Basically, he wanted to say, as soon as Dom introduces me to all of her network, I am selling these homes.
I'm so done with y'all. I'm so done. Wait. So
and Dom, the celebrity stylist, because I caught it this episode, and I was like, What celebrity?
Now we're collabing. For
what celebrity are you styling? Because
oh my God,
she had the little red heart purse, and I was like,
Chaz.
No, I'm just trying to understand. Like when you tell me something, I do this. I just try to make sense of it.
Are they collabing?
No, it just doesn't make sense.
No, because it reminds me of somebody on the other. Was it Philadelphia where it was like? Really? They were a hairdresser, but their hair was messed up the whole season.
I said that. That was Rose. And I said, I don't understand how you are a stylist, but you coming on here looking like you got up and put dress on and came straight to the reunion. I completely didn't understand that. So
and
And
I'm
like Cisco
getting
living.
Dom the same confusion. Is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that's Cisco.
Yeah, you were. I want to go back to Cisco for a second. Remember when Cisco went on
Cisco
TV and said, he went on the podcast and said, "I'm a python, and all of you guys are garden snakes." And I didn't think about it at the time, but he doesn't even know biology, right? Because a python is a solitary creature.
Oh my
It ain't
God.
living in a rooming house sharing a toilet with the garden snakes. The garden snakes do live and hibernate together. That's a fact.
Oh
A
my
python
God.
doesn't live with other snakes. So like, just ready to love. It gives you delusion. It gives
Wait,
the
who's
does
participants
the
not
delusion.
python
32?
have a car
not
yet?
32?
That's all I need to know. Does the python have a car yet? That's
Oh,
what the
wow.
only
Well,
question.
he moved in with his wife bought a house, and he said they
Oh.
bought a house, but
Hila Waters. Wait a minute. They said 9 flight to Miami, but you're building multi-million-dollar condos dirty. What? I see why his hairline is shady. You know what? I can't. I cannot with this chat. Jesus. I don't know what to say. I just don't. Wait a minute. Let's not. Rose was never bad. I'm talking was never bad. She's just. But no, you said Rose hair was never bad. She's just
her hair.
natural. Hold on. First of all, I'm never anti-black. My hair is super natural. If I come on camera right now, you gonna see I'm starting my locks. First of all, I am never that. I'm so much for promoting a black person, black woman, black hair,
Natural, especially natural hair.
all the things. Period. And I don't do the. I don't talk about people with wigs, except for one person. But other than that, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna tell you something. Her hair was cute the season. But baby, I don't know what happened at the reunion. It was a mess. And you guys know I interviewed who's saying, yes, I'm turned on, turned up. Kamisha is here now. So when I did the interview, literally what was said, she was not sober. And I will leave it at that. If you don't remember, go watch the interview. So let's not do that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, she was under the influence.
Yes, she was. And maybe she forgot to comb her hair. I don't know. But her hair was cute the entire season with the braids and all the stuff. But I don't know what happened at the reunion. So you want to say her hair was a complete mess. Sorry. Okay, so and Erica, she talking about, you want to respond to that, Erica? Because you said something about her hair too. She said anti-black.
I mean, I'm not anti-black. My hair is natural or whatever. All I'm saying,
My hair is natural. They said shit about my hair too.
Yeah, all I'm saying is, to me, the point really was about Dom. So I don't want to go down a Rose whatever hole. But I'm just saying, and honestly, there have been a lot of hair and makeup mistakes over the seasons. Yep. So no, I can't remember any season where it wasn't somebody looking crazy. So it's nothing against Rose in particular. It's just that if you say that like you're a hairstylist, or you say that you style people's clothes, or you're a fashion designer or whatever, then we have a level of expectation.
Or if you say you're a luxury car rental company, then I expected you bought the luxury cars for the company.
Mm-hmm.
But when you partner with a woman to achieve your goal, I can't clap as hard. Is all I'm saying.
You're talking about Bello?
Nobody. No, not Bello. Bello's not in the car business. But whoever was in the car business, and she came forward and was like, "I fronted this. I paid for this."
I know what you're saying, Chaz. Oh my God.
I'm just keeping it real.
I just caught it. I'll leave it at that. But I get what you say amongst the shade. I can see through the trees. But what I'm saying is that I thought you were trying to say Bello and Dom, because I didn't think about to Erica both of y'all actually pointed out, because you said celebrity and because of his profession, all of it. If they're meeting of the minds because of the fact we both have these things outside the show, I mean, I don't know, man.
I think Dom thinks it's a meeting of the minds. Bello thinks it's networking. It's a different thing. Like, I don't think they both, because I felt like Dom was like, "Oh, he really gets me," and I'm like, "Girl, he's trying to sell you. He gets a percentage. Like, what is which is, and it's not really. I'm not really necessarily saying that it's wrong. I'm just saying that I have thought they had an agreement from the beginning. I was never really I never really found their attachment to be all that authentic. And then even when he was talking to his friends, he still talked about lust versus chemistry. He didn't talk anything about her personality, her heart, her mind, none of the stuff that he even talked about with Ashanti. And she wasn't even his number one person. So I feel like, I don't know. Like, I think she might have really liked him, or she probably really likes him, but
I think she liked him.
I don't think he was authentic with her. I think he was just trying to move and play. And
I think we got to start being honest about how we show up, right? And I think, like, I always wanted to see a woman in her natural state, because how you really, like, I want to see how you're going to look when I wake up with you, right? I don't want to see all the aesthetics. But I think when people overly focus on like sprays and holding sprays and I'm just saying, you are trying to project a false persona, a false image of yourself. And I think you got to factor that in to what you're saying, Erica.
I'm sorry, because Chaz knows I know. He's over here throwing so much shade. Y'all.
No. Look, I'm not throwing shade. I'm simply saying, like, when you're doing all of the coloring and stuff,
it is shade.
That's not shade. No, look, I have tats. That's coloring, right? I'm just simply saying, like, if you're doing that every day before, like, you sit down for your confessional, like, that's a lot of work.
Okay,
that's a lot of work. That's a lot. Like, women generally go through so much effort. Like, and I don't have guys in my life that I associate with that put in that much effort aesthetically for the coloring and all that, like the lining, like,
okay,
it's a lot.
Chaz. Okay,
I've been drinking. Like, I had a few drinks, but
Chaz, that is okay. One more time for the people in the back. That is a lot of shade. You talking about spraying the face? Oh my God, help me!
They were like, the eyebrows were sprayed too. Like, it was a lot.
I didn't even look at first. Okay, I didn't
look either. I just felt like saying, all right.
Erica,
I mean, if I'm gonna get the hate, let me just.
I'm gonna get it. The fucking so Erica. Oh my God, Jesus! I want to know your thoughts about Vince and Donna, who I think is maybe the most organic couple. What do you think about the timeline situation? The cousin and the brother, one agree, one different. What is your thoughts? Lord have mercy. Not the spray at the face. Woo!
Okay. So here's what I think. I think Donna, he really likes you, but he's not going to marry you. I think that I get what he's saying in terms of you want a relationship to grow organically. I think that is a valid point. However, you should be able to say organically in less than 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So
she did.
No. The fact that Vince won't say less than anything means that it's gonna probably never happen, because I'm like, why is he? And she is older. She 37 or 38 or whatever. So she doesn't have like infinity. She doesn't have 18 years for you to make a decision.
Infinity.
And she's a mathematician, so she's done the calculations.
Oh yeah, she's very smart.
She's right, exactly. So I think that it's someplace in the middle, and the fact that he still is like ride or die, I'm not gonna give you a date, is trifling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, I feel like if you're an adult and you live in the same city, it shouldn't take you longer than really 3 years. Like, he could have first of all, it's a mythical number, because it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you all could break up tomorrow. Like, what difference does it make? You just do it to pacify the person. But the fact that he's like, you're not gonna catch me on camera giving you a date, means that he's probably not gonna do it.
Okay. You know what? But you know what, Erica? To for Vince, I can understand that. I would not give a date. You know, like kind of what Chad was saying too earlier, that that's not her man. And I don't mean like in a bad way. I'm saying that her timeline is fine for her, but I said there's nobody there that's, wants that same timeline. That her man is not there. But like, I love what Chad said. Go find that man. That is cool with the timeline. I just said there's nobody there for that. I'm sorry. Let's get to because people in the chat are going in. Chad, they said the Beijing life.
Well, and that's got to like increase your risk of cancers, right? Because those are chemicals. No, seriously, like when
Well,
I
I don't
don't
know.
think anyone needs to do all of that to yourself. Like, just be yourself.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. If this man comes on camera and shows you guys his beard, I'm so done. If someone sends, I'm pretty sure somebody gonna send these people. All right, look, Erica, the choosing, your thoughts, please. And I just go ahead.
Okay, so I appreciate that production
Oh no.
gave Ashanti the go ahead to choose herself. They should have gave her that go ahead about 3 weeks ago, but better late than never. So I appreciate that because I was like, we all know neither one of those men were going to choose you, and you should have self-eliminated at least last week when Lauren went home. But so I like the way they kind of gave her the chance to kind of save face and kind of have that moment or whatever. And she's a really cool girl.
Yes, she is.
Cool woman or whatever. So she seems real cool and down to earth. So I appreciate that they allowed her to do that instead of like giving us a whole fake upset scene when they didn't choose her. You know what I mean? 2 men got to come and say, no, it ain't you. Like, so I'm glad we did not have to sit through that. So I appreciate
And the reason she gave was valid.
Yeah, I mean, it was very much like Shannon, like you were everybody's number 2. So yeah.
Oh my God, why is it? Why is it? I'm thinking about some of these couples on here. I'm thinking about the song "The Boy Is Mine." I don't know why, because you got me thinking about these different. Remember when Brandy and Team Brandy and Team. I'm sorry, but so I wanted to ask you a quick question about that, because your statement is perfect. I loved it that she said, I'm gonna choose myself. I really loved that whole scene. You said production. I don't know. Chad, real quick. You said you tried to self, because we're over it now. You tried to self-eliminate, correct?
I self-eliminated twice. And the third time I was like, well, I'm at the end, so F it. But yeah, twice I did.
I'm gonna say that because Erica
I was allowed to come back. I was allowed to come back. So I mean, hey,
Oh, you actually left?
I left.
Oh, wow.
Left. Yeah, I was done. I sent text message, hey, I'm done.
Interesting. Okay. So, Erica, so the Vince and her, did you like them? As far as we all knew they were going to choose or whatever, did you like that or what? How'd you feel about them?
Yeah, I mean, I'm giving Donna the side eye. Girl, he's not going to hear
Lord.
you. He's not going to, but go kick it for a few more weeks or whatever and have some fun, but don't
or
think
argue.
Right, exactly. That's 2 things. One thing, I think Vince's mouth, like on the day to day, I'm not sure she's going to really be able to swing with that. But realistically, like, she can say whatever, but it's like if you plan to have children, he ain't the one, because he's not going to figure it out in the time frame that you would need for it to really be reasonable, affordable, healthy, whatever. So,
can I add to that, Erica? You can't fight with your partner, your woman, and build. So she's really going to have to pick, am I going to keep fighting with Vince on every little thing, or do I need to find a man that I can build with? Because her goals are building goals.
Right, exactly. And
Vince's behavior is argumentative.
And really, see, the thing is, Vince is not a builder. He's like, let's just go kick it.
Right.
And you know what I mean? So yeah, go have a fun date, wear your little shorts and have some fun. But don't expect this to take you nowhere. Don't expect this to be like, oh, you gonna meet his kids and now y'all gonna build a commingled family and blah blah like that. He's not really, perhaps he will change later, but he hasn't shown that on the show. He hasn't shown it on what we've seen. Like, and I actually think he really likes her, but he's like, yeah, we'll see what happens. Let me go with the flow.
I think he really likes her, but he doesn't want to change for her. And I think that's the big problem. He has to change in a relationship. You can't be in a relationship and you expect the other person to adjust and adapt and change, and you don't change. That's not a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
Well, one of the points I wanted to bring up is that who was that? Vince's ex literally said she broke up with him because of his mouth, and they argued all the time. So to me, it's like, if you're being told that this is why we broke up, so to your point, both of y'all point, literally they're probably going to argue every day. Or, well, she'll have the flesh. She has to defend herself because he always got something to say about every little thing. And I've said he's very combative. I stand on that.
You have from the beginning.
So to me, for his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend to say this is why we broke up. He's a good guy, but
and then they proceeded to get into an argument over it. So it was
good
like,
girl.
Okay. And so it's like,
come on now, Erica. That was weird too.
But he's like, but you know what? I mean, he's fun. You know, I think he's the jokester or whatever, and he doesn't back down. But he doesn't really pick his battles. So every little thing is an issue. Every little thing is sort of a drama. And I think, you know, it might be okay every now and then, but day to day, that would
no, you hit it. When you said he doesn't back down, you cannot be with someone who doesn't know when to back down. If they won't give you an off ramp in an argument, they don't want peace. So that's very telling that you caught that. I didn't catch that, but you're right. He doesn't back down.
Yeah. Hey, I told you that he's very, I'm sorry. I stand in this 100%. I say he's very, very combative. It's like everything is a freaking battle. This man got mad because he was told he was not 6 foot. And I mean, I'm sorry. He was questioned about his height, and it was a very light conversation. And he made it get so heavy. It's like, bro, you don't look 6 foot. And I'm still going to stand on that. I'm sorry. You look about 5'7". 5'6", well, I don't know.
At the decision day, he wore pants like they were above the ankle. So I think he tries to make himself look taller.
I know he had on heels.
Oh, no, he didn't have on heels, but like the pants were above the ankle. So like they were shorter than the ankle. So I think he wants to appear taller.
Well, stand next to Lauren, that's going to be okay. To be honest, standing next to Lauren, that'd be a drama anyway.
Yeah, and then the whole argument with Darius over something that Cardi said, like, who cares? Like,
Cardi.
And also, that point, how are you talking about people speaking out of turn when you betrayed Ashley's trust last week?
Come on now, Erica.
So what? You know what I'm saying? So you're not any less messy. So it was, you know. So I think he didn't want. He got upset when Darius was like, "Let's move on." Yes. And he just wasn't.
No, I think Darius said, "Let's step outside."
Right.
No, come on, editors, we record this scene.
No, exactly.
But I'm telling y'all that I feel like he likes to argue. I don't know if it's on the debate team he was in high school. I don't know what it is. The sky is blue. No, the sky is red. I just feel like every time something is said that he just wants to. I don't know what that's about him. Anyway,
I think he wants to have the last word, so he's not going to ever just let anything
that's
just
a child
lay down.
That's very mature.
And it's that part I would find eventually it's going to be. I think it's going to be irritating.
Eventually, the first week, please. The third day, I'm sorry, it's not you, okay? But it'd be that whole Dear John letter. I can't. So I want to talk to you to give your response to me about the Bello and Dom. He said, "I've told you since the beginning." All this stuff. Come on with it. I know you got something, Erica. I'm just waiting for this.
Yeah, we know you chose because you all had an agreement from the day one.
Oh, come on,
and I've always thought you had an agreement. And so
alliance
surprise. Yeah, exactly. You all had an alliance. You all agreed up until I guess the reunion. We'll fake it till we make it. So I wasn't,
wow.
So I don't really have too much to say about them. I mean, I think it's interesting. The main thing is going to be the reunion, and see what happens there. But I think in this one, I mean, I think from the beginning, Lauren clocked it. Dom was the main person, and he acted like everybody else was a side chick, and he acted like that the whole season. So to me, the fact that Devin and Steve, all these people got eliminated because they had too many connections, and he's down to the last week with 2 people, is like, so you knew he was moving a certain way. Now, I'm not sure if that's the Muslim way, but he was moving a certain way.
What the hell?
And I just feel like, for him to be like, "Oh, I'm Mr. Religious or whatever," but you're out here, one night stands raw. He just don't move like someone who
Erica,
is.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, how do you think he had a baby? I mean, I'm just asking.
Well,
one night stand, and he has a baby. So obviously,
maybe
he doesn't see.
Maybe it ripped. I'm just kidding.
Right, something happened, and so he doesn't, like, on one hand he's trying to act like I'm this religious businessman, but he's not, but he's moving like a player, like a dog or whatever. So to me,
So I want to, because the storm is getting crazy, I think. Okay, so I want to say Vince and his it's in the chat. Healing Water said Vince's brother behavior is diabolical. So this is something I don't know if we addressed it or not. I think we did. I did not like how he was talking to Lauren. It was so messed up. I was like,
they tag teamed her.
They did, and it's like someone like trying to say, "Look, let's mess this up." So I can just have Donna as the one that I want. It gave that to me. That whole.
Can I tell the truth?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So when my that was my best friend that came to my decision. I mean, my date with that person on the show, and I told them I needed to get out of this situation, and I don't put it past Vince that he told his brother he needed to get out of the situation with Lauren.
Okay.
And I think that's why they tag team Lauren.
That was so rude. I'm sorry.
It was very rude. Yeah.
Yeah, it very much gave. This is how you act with somebody you don't really like you don't really care. So, and that's how it seemed like he just let his brother say whatever. And we discussed this last week. And then really, Donna kind of cleaned it up, but they gave the same answer. But all of a sudden, Donna is so enlightened and in touch and whatever. But Lauren is disrespectful. So it's like, okay, so
it was very obvious they wanted Lauren to look bad.
Right.
From that interaction.
No, you could tell because even somebody in my chat or in the comments, they made a statement saying they gave the same answer. So I don't understand what's the difference. Yeah. So Eric, that's a good point. Vince, I'm sorry. Somebody in the chat. Oh, Chad, they said you need to be back on TV in the comments.
I got this huge tech project I'm working on. And hopefully after this, I won't have to work or do anything again.
So I need to get your sister on that little deal. Okay, so it says Vince is one of those guys who will argue to death. She, on the other hand, is too much for her to change. To change or make corrections for him. Would be too much for him. And then she also said Vince is going to mess up her yoga zen. I do agree with you, Healing. I do believe that she'll be going to yoga a whole lot dealing with Vince, and he's going to take her out her zen completely because she seems very, very chill. Okay, so is that everybody? Did we talk about everybody?
Did you all talk about Ashley having a breakdown, but then say, "Oh yeah, I choose you though."
Okay, go ahead. I know you want to talk about that. The Ashley and Darius thing.
I was like, girl, go with your first mind and run. But, so it'll be interesting to see, I think she's excited about the head and the paws around her neck or whatever. I don't know, but she's okay with that crazy fur stuff. So I'm not sure. But she seemed like she was really like,
not crazy fur.
She was so close to really being like, no. And I was like, go with it, girl.
I thought it was just me. I thought she was going to say no. I swear to God, it looked like she was about to say, I choose myself. I don't know if people in the background saying, no. Say you choose him. Like
at least don't break up with him until the reunion. I don't know
right.
But she really seemed conflicted. And I was like,
she did.
Girl, because he's a pimp. Just let him go.
Oh, my God.
Just let him go.
Not Pimp C. So, wait, his name is, I'm sorry, Pimp B. I'm sorry. Not Pimp. I'm sorry, Pimp D. I'm not doing that. I like Darius. Okay, so Healing Water says, online, the rumor is Bello is married, but he could be married like Camille and Cornelius. Well, first of all, they're not anymore.
Right, that's what she's saying. Like he could be married, like he's not married.
I see what you're saying. I got
like
it.
A fake marriage.
He could be married like I'm married. Like, you know what I mean?
That's true. Because we talked about this earlier, Erica, that when Chad was at the reunion, he got so much flack for the show that season, but he literally said on the reunion, hey, I'm engaged. And he wasn't lying about it. He's now married, has a beautiful child. And they all look at him crazy. So that does actually happen. So it could be possible that he married the person or whoever, maybe the baby mom, I don't know. And is married now. So the show wraps, you have to understand, it'd be like a whole year, you guys. It'd be a whole year. And then the show comes out. So a lot of things can happen in a year. He may have had this, this thought in his mind like Chad's like, you know what? I don't want anything like that. But then again, she did say at the reunion, he was in my bed 2 days ago. So I don't know.
And then, like Cisco married somebody else. So like, people's lives move on. So,
he was tired of living with folks.
Jesus.
I mean, it gets old after a while. Like when I was 17, when I, lived with my aunt, it just I got tired. She got tired. We got tired. I
You're
had to
not
go
gonna
get my
tell
own
me. You're
place.
not gonna
That's
tell me
true.
that's not
And if
shade.
you
God
find a
damn it.
sponsor, you should
No, when I
marry
was
it.
17, I did live with
Okay, so
relatives.
okay, Chaz, you about to get a whooping. You just said 17, which is like under 21. That's just pretty much
Well,
saying as a
Cisco is
teenager.
six. What is he? 18? What was he? 18,
No,
19?
you were gonna say 60 something.
He's young too, right? I think. I thought he was young.
Well, it's fine. Cisco found him a sponsor and he married it. So there is nothing wrong with that. If that's what you do.
He said no more, like Gina, no more efficiency. I got a 3-bedroom.
He's like, I ain't sharing the toilet no more.
He's like,
I want my own
I have
bathroom.
a house, I have a car, I have all the things.
Oh, we're not sharing the bathroom anymore. Like
no more.
Exactly. No more somebody else drinking up your cranberry juice. No more.
Somebody taking his socks. Somebody taking his socks. Somebody sleeping in his bed.
Wait a minute, bed? Well, she wasn't on the couch or something.
Hey, but I'm happy. He came up. Happy for him. Happy for him.
Oh my gosh, well, I'm always in trouble. Oh my God. Okay, so Healy wanted to say how scary. Wait, oh my God, how scary was that? Her therapist probably called her right after the episode.
Okay, first of all, I know her therapist called her and was you make me look bad, like I'm not doing my
job. She was like, I ain't gonna get no more clients with you behaving like this, saying what you say.
No, don't say my name. Don't say my name on the camera. Please don't say my name. I want my referrals. Do not say my name. I can't. DM hit Dime saying, who is your therapist? I need to know. Okay. Woo! All right. Is that all the couples? Because I swear this has been a demolishing Detroit episode. I'm sorry. I haven't done one of these in a long time.
I did good though. I saved it to the end. I did good.
I think I did good too. Because wait a minute, Healer Water said Bello is not Chaz. Well, you know what? Look, I'm just because he ain't come on camera. Nobody said anything about they was in their bed or nothing. Lauren, girl, you missed. Oh my God.
Lauren, you got to go back and watch.
Oh my God. First of all, I need somebody to. Okay, so Lauren, you missed when they said to Bello. Wait, go back to the asthma pump, Erica. Please, I need Lauren to hear this. Please, just who said asthma pump? Oh no, that was in the chat, or was that y'all? Who said?
I didn't say asthma.
Oh, that was Chad. That's why he ran away with his ass. So Chad said what he was doing with the asthma pump, and he was sitting down. Oh my God, my stomach is hurting so bad right now. My face is. You did, because we was talking about. Well, what I said was this about the Bello situation. I said that I didn't like how they split the women down the middle and talking all this mess. What I actually said was that Bello should have been the one to respond better by saying a sentence. That's why you're here. I said that I think he was scared of Dom because the way he crouched up, his whole body, like he like shivered up, his head was down. Like, you know how the people on the plantation be like, Mr. So we can't go over there. That's kind of how I felt when she started going off. And I also said, Lauren, that the reason why she went off when she did is because because she knew he had more feelings for you than what he let on. For whatever the reason, she chose to go off like that. Oh Lord, my stomach is hurting so bad I cannot. My face is killing me. But go ahead, Erica.
I think I don't know if it's so much that. I think she was definitely, because I think we talked about this last week too. I think she was definitely intimidated by Lauren. So, and then I made the point, as well, that she made it seem like her family loved him.
Oh, there we go. Come on.
But, loved him and they met him and stuff. And I was like, no, they didn't meet him. You let them talk to him on FaceTime or whatever. And they didn't even know he was Muslim. So basically she did all that to front for Lauren, but I think it had more to do with. I think it had more to do with her being intimidated by Lauren than whether she really thought. I think it was more sort of the competition with Lauren than it was really anything to do with Bello, to be honest. I think it just was.
Erica, get somebody please help me. But the wait.
I had to go to urgent care. I was like, I need an asthma pump to do this.
Well, I repeated I wanted Lauren to hear what I said. That I thought Bello was scared, and I said like somebody on the plantation, Mr. Sir, we can't go around the corner because I was feeling like the way he was acting when she started going off, and then Lauren in the chat said very scared. Wait a minute, she said, wait. When she would come around, he would start whispering.
Was he wheezing? Or was he whispering?
She said the editing was crazy for that. I can't even. I can barely get my work together. I can't. I'm just so done. I'm just saying, Lord, please rewind because I can't recap the shenanigans that has gone on in the hour and a half that we've been on this live. Okay, so my final thoughts about the season, to be honest, I love Detroit. I felt last season was a miss. I'm sorry. It really was. But I love me some Coley and Hussein, period. But no, it was Coley, my girl. It was a miss for a lot of different reasons. But and y'all could not compete with Dallas because Dallas brought it. No, Lauren said wheezing and whispering. Oh my God.
I think we have a connection.
Wait, communication.
I'm sorry.
The word today was communication. I swear it was. Oh, my eye hurt too, Lauren. I'm laughing so much. Okay. Woo! Wait a minute. Oh, you missed it. Okay, Lauren. I don't even want to repeat this. This man said the dying. Okay, I don't even know the dying of the beard. I don't know. I'm not a man. I don't know anything about this. This he was talking about. He felt like he was Beijinging the hair in his face.
Because you start believing it. You start spray painting your face and you start thinking like it's really this fool and this thing. Yeah, Beijinging affects your mind. It seeps into your brain.
No. Also, too, Lauren, while you're here, Erica, please repeat. I don't know the man Beijing in his beard. I don't know that man. That might be actually his beard, but I know that Beijing is a thing for some men. But Lauren, I'm sorry. Excuse me, Erica, repeat the parents thing. I just want her to hear that, and then
I said it. I said that she made it seem. Dom made it seem like my parents love him and and they met him and they love him and stuff, but they did not meet him. They talked to him over FaceTime, maybe, but I'm saying if she but they did not meet him because when they met him, they said it's good to see you for the first time in person or whatever. So they had never met him. They didn't know he was Muslim. So when she acted like they really liked him, that was just her fronting or whatever, or it was in her mind.
They were standoffish. Did you notice that? Like they looked disinterested.
They did.
Exactly. The mama tried to bring it through. Like, honey, you can do it. But the father
she tried to drink the Coke. Like she was trying to let me just eat this food, drink this drink. But they looked disinterested.
The father was like, "That's a hard no for me." That's what the pastor was saying, which is what I said from the beginning. I'm like, girl, you're not only are you religious, your father leads a whole church. So why you think he was gonna think this was like such a great idea?
That's actually true. So, that's actually very. You know what? Damn.
And then she was like, "I'm gonna do what I want to do because this is my life." Okay, Delilah.
Oh my God. Which is true. Which is true. You should do what you want to do.
But she invited her parents there. Keep that in mind. Yeah, they're there because she said, "Can you be here and tell me what you think?"
Exactly. And do what you're gonna do. And then that's why we're gonna see you at the reunion, boo. So that's fine.
And he was in your bed 2 days prior.
Oh, somebody sleeping. Oh, what does it say? So Lauren said at one point she said her parents were fine with his religion. We found out that was a lie. Not Molly
Exactly. That
Pirate.
whole conversation in front of him that day was all lies. All of it was lies. Like she
Oh
just
God.
made it up. Like, oh yeah, they love him. They met him. Like all the whole thing
Like
was a
she thought that she was his man. I mean, she was his woman. Like she's just been delusional.
yeah.
So the Dom dad knows he was delusional. She was delusional. Well, okay, again, and I'll make this statement. I said that women who and again, I wasn't there, but a lot of speculation went online because of the comment that were made about the resort or whatever, the cabin in the woods, freaking Jason, scary looking cabin, looking ass. Anyway, when they was talking about the fact that they was in the same room together, people online were saying were they intimate the whole time. Now, what I said was sometimes when women get so strong, feel so strongly about the guy they're messing with, especially if they're intimate, they go extra hard. And so I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing what Lauren said. But what I'm saying, and again, I'm not judging any woman to do whatever they want to do with their body. Everybody's an adult here. I don't ever judge a woman for being intimate with a man. I don't like that. Slut shaming. I couldn't find the words. But women do get extra strong when they are. And I wanted to ask you that, Erica. How'd you feel about that? Because you weren't here when me and Chad spoke about that.
I agree because I think there was it Philly? There are other seasons. Like to me, I feel like you always get someone the side eye when they share a room with somebody. Like because it's like, okay, really? And it's like, okay, they are stating claim or whatever, and they're kind of making it obvious to the whole world. So yeah, I agree. And you are gonna be Rose, but then also remember the girl who was with the guy with the funky braids and who wore the cargo pants all the way to the end.
Yeah.
They
in Philly. Talking about Philly, right?
Yeah, in Philly. The one who had the scraggly braids, I forgot his name.
He didn't like going on. He didn't want to take her on a date. Remember at the end of the process because the show wasn't paying for the dates anymore, so he didn't want to go on dates.
Right, exactly. So she was riding pretty hard, and they also shared a room. So which and to me, obviously, women are going to get attached when usually when you have a physical entanglement. So so that's understandable. I know, right? That's understandable. However, the thing I would say about Dom that I would pull to the side is that it's one thing to ride hard. It's another thing to be like a straight mean girl. Because there were times, like I guess I get it with Bello, but she was coming for Lauren when they were with Tommy, like randomly. And it's like, okay,
I forgot about that.
She did. Lauren was talking about, I think she was talking about Vince, and Don was like, I didn't know y'all had a connection. I didn't see y'all together. It's like, why are you speaking? Why are you talking right now?
Right.
Like
she wanted moments.
Yeah, she had a tendency to
I didn't like that either.
Almost be very mean girly, like for no reason, really. Well, Chaz mentioned like intimidation or whatever. Like she clearly, I thought she was very confident, and I really liked that for most.
I said the same thing.
Season. And then in the end, when she started kind of getting mean, it's like, okay, she's just looking insecure. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't looking as that was her main, like her superpower was that she was so confident and self-assured and wasn't letting anything kind of shake her
at all.
And she let it all go.
Well, Lauren says she endured it the entire season. So to me, I even said it too when she mentioned it to Tommy about, hey, this is my interaction with whatever. She just starts going off, and I'm like, girl, she is literally telling her how she felt with the Catwoman situation. Going back to Chad, and you said she pulled a thigh up. And
she ain't no Catwoman. She's more like Baps from.
Oh my god!
It's Baps. Halle Berry Baps.
I know exactly what you. Okay, so when Lauren was just trying to tell Tommy how she felt about the situation, and she was coming at her, and Lauren responded very much like a lady, like, I'm just gonna keep going. Like, I don't understand why you're asking me this. This has nothing to do with you. And that's the part that it does give a mean girl, because it doesn't make any sense why she was responding. And I noticed that every time Lauren says something, she'll look at her, or you see the commentary behind the scenes, you ain't gonna play in my face. I'm just like, why is it such aggressive energy? Because
Well,
y'all.
and just keep in mind, Queen, like that this should have been week 4, right? So she has all this aggressive energy 4 weeks in.
Yeah.
She did an impression of Babs in the chat. That's why I'm laughing. I'm sorry. Booty out. But go ahead. Go ahead, Chad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just simply saying like that she had all this attitude 4 weeks in.
Yeah, and I didn't understand.
And now you look stupid at the reunion.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I just didn't understand what Lauren had, because Lauren hadn't done anything on camera at all to show the audience where the smoke was coming from. And I get you guys.
Lauren is, like I said, a naturally beautiful woman who doesn't have to try as hard. So I think Dom was very intimidated by Lauren and other women. And that insecurity came out the way it came out. And now she's at the reunion looking foolish.
She said since day one, damn. And I don't like, this is one thing I will say, I do not like that. If I'm going for somebody, we're competing, and I'm a very competitive girl. You think if I'm on here, I've gone back and forth with bloggers, back and forth, all of them. Literally, I can literally say that, right? But I don't care if they have more numbers than me. I don't care about none of that. I will get on my platform and I will drag them in the chat and everybody until I take their soul. Don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. And so for me, I'm going to go for my goal. So for me, as a competitive person that I am, you're never going to make me feel less than where I have to come out of, what I mean, let me rephrase this, because I have come on my character before, but I had to stop myself. But what I'm saying is, if I'm competing with somebody, whether it be for a man or whatever it might be, you're never gonna make me do all that. If I have to walk away because I know he ain't for me, I'm gonna walk away. I'm not gonna do all the extra stuff just so I can say he's my man. I'm not gonna do that.
Right. But I mean, she showed her, it was just her insecurity.
Or downgrade another woman. Right now, I'm not saying if we get into it, we got beef, it's whatever. But for me, I'm not going to downgrade another woman because we're competing about something. I don't care if it's job, money. I don't care what it is. I'm not. If I can't get it with my credentials or who I am, it wasn't for me. Not every man or everything is for everybody, to do all the extra. That's all I'm saying. She said she snatched Bello from talking to me day one. Jesus Christ.
She was intimidated. Like that's the thing, right? I never want, this is going to sound shallow, so I apologize beforehand. I didn't want to be with a woman that another man didn't find interesting or look at. And vice versa, my wife likes that women look at me. So I don't know why Dom acted so ignorant that another woman was interested in the man she had a connection with, and she behaved the way she behaved.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I would say this, though. For some reason, I don't know if it was editing or whatever, but she didn't come at Ashanti crazy.
Come on now. Because Ashanti got a mouth. Like,
Ashanti wouldn't
That's saying Lauren don't.
But she didn't come in Ashanti crazy. So I don't think it was just about Bello. I think it was a deeper insecurity. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
Because to me, I feel like, as I've said, they had an alliance. So Bello wasn't going to sway from that alliance. And to me, and I said this too last week, was that like, if you hear someone saying that when you walked into a room, he was acting like that person was a side chick, then that's for you to take notice that.
Come on now.
Acting like you number one, but he's still engaging with these other women.
And no. What you say is perfect. Not even that. Engaging with me. She's trying to tell you in a woman's way, in a very ladylike manner. You saying you number one for him, but what you don't know is that last night we were on the phone, he made me feel number one. She just said it in a classy
way. Exactly. And instead of Dom just listening it and watching Bello, which is what you're supposed to do with the information, she's so busy trying to check Lauren and try to do this and that. And it's like, and so she has some really deep-seated insecurities that I think Lauren triggered, because she wasn't triggered by Ashanti. Even though to me, when he talked about his connection with Ashanti, that was the realest thing he said really on the show, about at least they reading the same book, I guess. So that was a plus. but he, he seemed like he talked with things with Ashanti that were more, that weren't physical in nature or whatever. So she wasn't intimidated by that. Look, so I think it's something, so I think that she was definitely triggered by Lauren for sure.
So I don't think she's all there though.
Look at the chat, y'all. Look at the chat. I'm sorry, chat. Hold on just a second. Lauren said, "Ask me to come see him right after the brother date." Come on now. What did me and Erica just literally say? I think that Lauren was trying to give her a heads up, and she didn't even. Wait a minute. Did he cry? She said he cried to me saying he did too much too soon. Go ahead, Chaz, because I really want you to respond to that.
Well, I don't even know where to begin with that. Lauren, I hope you can jump on. I was going to talk about Dom saying God told her from day one that was who she was going to be with. And that bothered me because I think we got to stop lying on God. We got to stop saying God is telling you stuff and when you're telling yourself something, because she's been delusional this entire season. And the thing about it is, and I'm just going to go back to the Bible. Jesus was here. That was God's son, only begotten son. And the Bible only records God spoke to Jesus 3 times. Now, he told you Bello's your man?
And I want to know, did God tell you to wear that dress with your husband's name tattoo showing?
Right. Oh, yeah, like God.
God
stop lying on God. Just stop it.
He should have a few more conversations with you.
And then the wind was blowing the truth in our face. And I was like, God ain't got nothing in this. This is not God. This is not Jesus.
Help me, please. I'm just praying for some strength there. So you see where she also, Lauren in the chat also said, arguing over a married man is crazy. So that might be confirmation, y'all. I mean,
God may have told her to argue. She says God speaks to her. So,
you know what? Stop it. So Dominique is a hustler. That's the one quality I like about her. She's going to try to capitalize good or bad with every interaction. I'm not gonna lie to you. I also agree with that statement. I so loves that she's a hustler. Now, Healing Waters. Let me tell you, this is what I was gonna say earlier. I'm happy you reminded me. This is okay. Dominique reads the room. She knows if she tells Ashanti anything, baby, let me tell you something. She gives, baby. It's not gonna. No, ma'am. I'm just telling you. I'm trying to be as careful as I can. But I'm going to say, playing in your face would be the least of your worries, is all I'm trying to say. And Lauren, to me, because I think Lauren could get that as well. But some people just, that's not, I'm trying to see how to say this. Like for me, people know for me, if you come to me, I will get on my live and cuss your ass out, right? There are some bloggers that probably have stuff coming to them bad, negative, and won't say anything, It just depends on the person. Now, if they get pushed too hard, they probably will. And Lauren, regardless of how sweet and kind she is, I do believe if she had to, Detroit will come out. But I'm just telling you, when you meet, I met Ashanti gives. If you come at me, I'm coming to your behind immediately, and you're not gonna like what I'm gonna say. So to me, Dom knew what she was doing, and to me, Lauren not responding the way she did. It gave, I'm not going to engage in all that. She could have engaged crazy in the lounge. She could have. She chose not to. It's your decisions of what you want to say and how you want to act. Go ahead.
She remained in her independent, confident Black womanhood. Mm-hmm. And that's why she didn't. But she gave that woman no energy. I'm not here to answer any questions from you. You're irrelevant. And now she's at the reunion. You was in my bed 2 days ago. Like, I can't wait to see next week. I cannot wait.
I can't either. I ain't gonna lie to you. Lauren said, okay, so Lauren said, she said, I've been nice, but it's almost that time. While they are lying on me, I'm about to start telling the truth. And I can't wait for you to be on my channel. If you want to hit the link, you can. If you want to wait till I interview, I'm cool with that too. Healing Waters said, you helped Bello become a real bald face. I'm so done. Thanks for helping me with addressing the hairline. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Y'all, Healing Waters is giving.
No, I thank God. I have my hair. I thank God that my son is probably gonna have my hair. Like, it's just, I just praise him.
He has pretty hair. And he sees his baby every day. Anyway, I'm sorry, that was a lot of shit. I'm sorry, that was a lot. My bad. So the reunion clip. Erica, please give me your comments about that because that one reunion clip was a lot. What are your thoughts? This is gonna be a Rose part 2.
I mean, finally you'll see the debacle of the alliance, and I am here for it.
Lauren, oh my God. It's gonna be
shave that hair off. What hair is what I would say.
I mean, Lauren, thank you. Thank you for keeping it real and telling the truth. Yes, brother, shave it off. Just embrace what is so that what can be will be.
Well, we'll see at the reunion, but and I'm pretty sure Dom is gonna give Bello the business and he will not be able to handle it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if it's Ashanti because they asked Ashanti something about did she hook up with someone, something. And so I don't know. I feel like Bello hooked up with somebody else on the show.
No. I think he asked the question, is there anybody else you're interested in? Or something like that. Something to that effect. Like, did you talk to somebody else outside of once the show stopped filming?
Right, and exactly. So I don't know if it's Bello or not, but I feel like Bello probably, I think it's somebody on the show.
Oh my.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, because how it was.
There's a lot of red flags on this show. There's a lot of red flags.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on, and I don't want to be another reunion where it's gonna be like Rose saying, "I slept like with you get a card, you get a card." Rose was like, "I'm exposing you. I mean, not saying it because it was good TV, but
succulent.
Oh my God, I'm gonna need OWN to get together, baby. That first, what did we say, chat? Why would you use that word as? I don't know. That was just a weird.
There's a lot going on.
It was a weird episode. Like, why would you use that adjective to describe the plants? I mean, that's another topic, but that was a lot of things that happened in this season. Erica, am I wrong? It was I was so not understanding some of these things that happened. So Lauren,
this season was so good. I mean, I am never gonna get over the head and the paws on the fur. Like, I mean, there's so many things in this season. This was really a good season. Like, I mean, I'm not saying, I'm really finding any true love matches. I won't say that, but you all were, I think everybody was authentic in their own way.
Not everybody.
Except for Darius. I mean, there's a couple people that were fake.
Thank you.
But I think
oh my God.
But I think overall the season had a refreshing realness. We didn't have no long ass gaps. So that was nice. I actually, I think there was something I kind of enjoyed. I didn't have any episodes where I was just straight snoozing. I mean, honestly, we've been on this live for a long time, but this was the most boring episode, I think, the whole season. To be honest, I was like, okay, I wasn't.
We lost the stars. We lost Lauren. We lost Shannon. Like, we were just stuck with what's left.
Yeah. So, I mean, this was kind of, this is definitely a dry episode, but it still brought something. So
dry Louisiana.
So I think this was a good season. It's interesting, I think, because I was discussing this with a friend about how Detroit, in terms of, and maybe it's the way Carlos is filming it or whatever, but Detroit in terms of
wait, who you say Carlos?
And Carlos King, right? So
no, he got nothing to do. No. His show is the Bell Collective. It's not. Carlos ain't got nothing to do with.
Well, he has that love and marriage stuff, right? But
right,
even those guys don't wear the furs. I didn't see the furs or the hairspray on the few episodes I saw from
that. What I was going to say about that is that they're very sort of religious focused. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think in this season, like, I don't remember any other seasons where there were so many couples who were like, faith could make or break the couple. So I think that it's an interesting dynamic when they show Detroit and sort of how important religion is
in Detroit. Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
Or people are acting as it is. So it's interesting to see.
Well, Detroit is known for that. And so, Lauren, you did miss the part where we talked about, I think Erica, well, I had mentioned it to Chaz, and then I couldn't remember what the phrase was or the statement was, but Erica reminded me when he said he saw you more times than his own child. And so I just, that doesn't even bode well with me at all. Like, I don't understand. Like, you probably saw him a handful of times, and you telling me that you haven't seen your child, your brother hasn't met your baby, and you've seen him more? on a 5 week, and as Chad stated, 5 weeks and 3 days, dating show? Like, I don't understand it. I'm sorry. So somebody in chat asked Lauren, did she ask him to go visit his baby too? Oh my God. Oh my God.
I mean, I hope he went and saw the baby. My God.
I hope so too. Jesus Christ. The baby mama must got paid. Do not get on live on nobody's internet, and you better not say anything.
No, that just means the baby's mama's not white. That's what that means.
Okay. Because I'm just surprised that she hadn't come out and said, he is a horrible dad. He only pays child support. Seen the baby one time. Oh, wait, Erica said that the only time he's seen the baby when the blood test came back, that he was the father. That shit got me still. Erica, oh my God.
Yeah. So, but no, I agree with Michelle as well. I think, yeah, you know, I mean, I think he likes, you know, whatever he might, but I think he definitely is looking at her context, like, what celebrities are you styling, and are they looking for real estate? Are they looking for property? So I definitely feel like he's gonna make that.
That's why I was saying collab. Were they collabing together for a business? Like, it's a power couple. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the places for the black people to move in, and I have the celebrity. Let's combine and let's make some money. I don't know. So the reunion's gonna be a mess. I'm hoping there's gonna be a Rose Part 2. We'll see. We will be back to talk about it. I don't know what day, but we will be talking about it. Okay. I will be interviewing Lauren and Ashanti and Darius. It's probably gonna be, I know for sure after this live, that's gonna be pretty much it.
I can't wait to interview Darius, girl. Woo!
I don't want to hear that one, but Lauren, certainly want to hear your side. I hope you get Shannon too. I would love to hear more from Shannon, more from Ashley. I would just love to get the truth out there.
And Darius, I will say this. I know we've been hard on you, and I'll just say my one.
I've been real with you.
One of my favorite quotes.
Oh, wow.
Pimpin' ain't dead. These hoes just scared. So it's fine. It's fine, Darius. You know what I'm saying? We all do what we got to do out here.
And I know everybody called, and this is me talking. I know everybody's the pimp situation. To me, I never looked at it like that as far as like a pimp or whatever. And the reason why I didn't look at it like that, because I just thought I saw Detroit for myself in person, and Detroit just, when they it's just a lot going on as far as their outfits and everything else. I was recording people that wasn't even part of the show because the outfits was just like, I saw this older lady, and I don't want to, you know, she looked good. I don't know if she was 65 years old, baby, but she came in that party. I just can't explain the outfit. You got my video to see it. They just they dress, you know, just different. And so that's why I said, to me, I don't think it's like a pimp thing. I just really think that it's important to him what he wears, to coordinate and do things, especially due to his what his mother told him and everything else. So to me, it doesn't give, because the pimp is such a crazy word to attach to a man's. And it means,
I mean, that's true. Although he did have a long-term relationship with the stripper.
Well, and also when you saying you summoning people, like when you talk like a pimp and you act like a pimp and you style like a pimp, I can see why people think pimp.
Right. It's not even just the outfits. It's not even just the head and the paws, Kamisha. It's not just
it's the 2015 Bentley. Like, it's a lot of pimp-like evidence.
And for a long time, or for several episodes, he was just giving those pimp lines. The only time he was actually real in the beginning was like in his confessionals. I was like, well, why don't you talk like this the whole episode? Like, he just was, I mean, a lot of his things sounded like lines that he Googled on YouTube or something.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
My God.
It sounded very cliche, very like, ooh, I'm a, you know.
Pimp-like.
Exactly. Now, I'll say this. I don't know any pimps personally, just how they're portrayed on TV. That's how they portrayed in TV and in film, and that's very much what he was giving. So, you know, but we've never met him, so I can't say that for sure. But a lot of it, for a lot of the episodes, seemed very fake, sort of rehearsed, sort of like I come up with these little lines. Oh, it's your heart. It's your, you know, just, it's like, it was not authentic. It was very fake.
Yeah. Some men have, you know, stocks, annuities, you know, principles, interests, and some guys have pimps.
Okay, well, so I can't say it about the women, and I'll say it about him. Meeting him in person, big personality, all of that. I mean, I watched the cast, well, the ones that were at the party the entire night, and the way they are on TV and what I met in person, it matched. So I'm gonna say that from my experience. Very, very much a gentleman. Very, very much yes. Fun, loud, and all the things. So, and again, I can't speak about pimp stuff because I don't know nothing about that myself. Okay, but I'm just gonna leave it at that because y'all, I'm just done. I'm just over it. At this point, just over it. Not over it, but I'm just like, it's whatever. So somebody in the chat was like saying, you mean the child mother is not black? It's definitely giving Darius ex-wife vibes. He's hiding that. I told you
How
guys.
are you not playing your ex-wife? Like
You haven't seen your child. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm about to go into a different. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole. I don't know when he's seeing. I'm pretty sure somebody sent the clip to him. He's probably going to come out and show a picture of him and the baby together at somewhere in an alley. He's going to be like, I see my baby, and my brother has seen the baby too. We're going to be having an update very, very soon. But the thing about it with all these people that are on the show, and I feel like we kind of, well, mostly you two, went a little hard today, but like Chad said, we've been pretty chill this whole entire season. And then my chat also went a little hard. So I'm pretty sure people can probably be offended by some things that were said here. And I do understand it's your personal right to feel the way you feel.
just pray for us.
But when you go on TV, and I've said this 100,000 times, when you go on TV and you know what I'm saying, put yourself out there, this is what happens.
Exactly. So, when you wear other people's pets around your neck, I mean, what do you expect we're going to comment? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's it. And I know people are probably going to be like, I don't give a shit, whatever, but I'm just telling you, that's what happened when you go on TV and people are going to say stuff about you. You put yourself out there, whether it be your clothes, your hair, or whatever. It doesn't matter. You think I've gotten a lot over the years being just as a YouTuber. I can't imagine going on a whole TV show. You know what I'm saying? I can't imagine. Anyway, y'all, I don't have anything else to add to this. Please go check out the video I posted talking about Dominique and Lauren. It's on my channel right now. Please go watch it. I took my time talking about it. I wanted to break down that whole scenario, the whole boy's mind situation, which I didn't like. And so please go check that out. Okay. All right. Any final thoughts, Miss Erica? What you got going on your channel?
I will be dropping a Love It During Lockup review, and I think we'll see. I might even do something on the Corey Holcomb situation. So
what's that situation?
I'm going to cover that too. Wait, hold on. What else happened? Hold on. What happened? Did I miss something? I have a comedy channel too, so
I mean, nothing major. I mean, the stuff that this video has leaked recently of, when he hit that woman in the face, like, I don't know.
Okay. It came out. Can you send me that? Because I covered that because, I had the comedy channel because I interviewed.
I want to say, I think maybe TMZ dropped it now.
Oh,
so it's
my God.
That it's dropping now. And, this whole thing with Anton Daniels. So it's gone back and forth like a couple of times. Okay. But the latest thing is, the TMZ actual video of when he hit her. And so, and people are saying it doesn't match what he said.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it matches or not, but yeah. So anyway, but so I might go down that rabbit hole, but those are the things I'll be doing. So come on down.
So I'm going to talk about that. It's going to be on my comedy channel because I interviewed his best friend, Donnell Rollins. I interviewed actual comedians. I also interviewed Damon Williams, the one that Just Hilarious was, who forgot about him. Like, y'all don't know my pool. Y'all don't understand. I'm ready to live over here, but my pool reaches out so far. And so I'm going to cover because I know that him and Tasha K had a situation, and I believe she's interviewing the woman that got whatever.
Yeah, but I feel like it's interesting that it's coming up now because it came up before. So I'm like, so it's interesting that because of the viralness of Anton Daniels, now all of a sudden this whole situation is being revived because I think the case was settled or,
No, it wasn't settled. It wasn't. What I heard, it wasn't settled. And that he kept on saying, wait for the video to come out. And I knew it was going to be a while, but I got to go back and get into that because I got to cover that. Damn. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for telling me that, girl. I got to look at that.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
It's a lot going on. I have a video that almost went viral on my channel, on my comedy channel. Y'all can follow me on Kamisha Reviews. I don't forgot the name of the thing, but I have so many channels and shit. But I have a comedy channel where I talk about comedians and I interview comedians, and it's on that channel. But I put the interviews on this channel too.
I'll check it out.
But the thing about it, I legit interviewed comedians who's gotten into it with him, like Donnell Rollins, and he talked about Corey Holcomb's indirectly. He did talk about him on my channel, but he didn't say his name. It was just, he talked about P. Diddy too. It was a lot. But anyway, yes, I'm sorry. So y'all go follow Erica. She's on YouTube as well. Please go follow her. Chaz has something coming up. He mentioned it earlier, but it has not happened yet. But he should be on somebody's TV screen because he's crazy in a good way. All right, y'all. With that being said, Kamisha Reviews. No outro, no intro today. I'm just gonna get out of here. I love y'all down. It's Kamisha Reviews, the queen of reality TV, of all reality TV, including Ready to Love, Point Blank.